do you have anything about Timecraft? Timecraft? Like, specifically? I'm not sure. You should look through books about craft. We have one here, but it might not talk about Timecraft much. I wonder, where could you find craftonomy books? Craftonomy. The librarian notices your confusion. Oh, the study of craft in general is called craftonomy. I don't think the librarians here or in the house carry any. Maybe you should look elsewhere? Also, why am I thinking about candles right now? Must be nothing. Someplace other than libraries. Maybe someone's dorm room in the house? Maybe. Bodycraft, timecraft, blah blah blah. You flip through the book, timecraft. You shouldn't be able to craft time. There's a piece of paper taped to the page with a tiny face drawn on it. The tiny face upside down, a smiling face that's saying ha 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 ha, funny joke. Timecraft not being achievable was the theory for the longest time, but the king is able to freeze people in time, isn't he? And what makes you loop back in time could be considered timecraft too. Okay. I do. Huh? You love... Oh shoot. I saw this in editing, I think. Okay. I may or may not have gone back and watched all the videos, or at least skipped around until I got to all the information I needed. You love Rise. Yeah, that's true, but... And... I do know the pineapple ones because you were really happy about that at the end of the last time we fought the kids. Not the kids, the king. Oh, wrong words. And the last one is... Well, no, I like the fritters. I think you like samosas, right? Yeah, I think samosas are the one that you said that you like. Because the fritters are the one that Seafriend likes. Palmimers is, I think, Isabeau. And yeah, this is your samosas. But which samosas? Yeah, I bet you'd even know that. Which samosas are my favorite, stupid? Is it samosas? Without cheese, with potatoes? Yeah. That's all my favorite foods. Success. If you remember them all, you do pay attention to me? No, that's stupid. Of course you do. Or else you wouldn't have. There's something you can help me with. Can you come with me? If you have time. I have time now. Okay, then come on. Bonnie brought you outside of Dormont. You can see some weak sadness roaming around in the distance. Weak sadnesses. Oh. I read that wrong. Friend, you said I could ask for anything, yeah? Not exactly what you said, but sure, whatever you want. Okay, well, I need you to teach me how to fight. Oh. I know Dial's gonna say I can help you all in battle tomorrow, but it'll be from far away, right? I want to help, to actually help. And for that, I need to learn how to fight. So you're gonna help me. Let's go! Bonnie ran away. Towards a sadness. You run towards Bonnie as fast as you can. Look! I'm not scared. Come on! Oh? I'm not scared. I can do this. Oh gosh. Ah! Bonnie! Without thinking about it, you strike. You breathe in and out. We got some experience. Seafriend's now level 60. You can't help but yell, "Be more careful, Bonnie!" I'm sorry. You look at Bonnie closely. Miraculously, they don't seem hurt. Bonnie is trembling. I shouldn't have yelled. Breathe with me. You breathe slowly in and out, and make sure Bonnie breathes with you. You need to calm down too. Slowly, they stop shaking. That didn't go super well. It did not, no. It's your fault! You weren't there! You weren't there to help me and tell me what to do! You frown. I mean, I'm sorry. I can teach you, but don't go ahead on your own. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll listen. Tell me how to fight. I want to learn. You look around. There's another sadness in the distance. You put your index finger in front of your mouth to tell Bonnie to stay silent and point towards the sadness. Bonnie looks over and nods. You jump in. Okay. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Yes. What do I do? You smile. Teaching time. You tell Bonnie to look at the sadness's hands. That's a scissor sign, right? So that means they're vulnerable to rockcraft. Yeah, I know rockcraft, so I can hit them, right? You nod. Okay, here I go. You take an attacking stance. Bonnie follows suit. Bonnie attacks wildly. Go, Bonnie! I did it! Oh, I'm proud of you, Bonnie. You did great. I did it, friend. You clap. You breathe in and out. 150 experience received. Yeah! You defeated the sadness. You breathe out. Bonnie's looking up at you. You look back. Hey, friend. Why aren't we allowed to touch you? What? What? Dial and Za and Belle said we're not allowed to touch you because it makes you jump because they said so. It's true that you jump, but I was wondering why, because it means we can't high five or anything. Why? None of them are touching you. On purpose? Because it makes you jump? Such a simple reason. I don't mind being touched or hugged. I'm just not used to it. You're not used to it. Oh! Maybe because you're not ready for it when it happens. That's how it feels with Nilly. Nilly? Nilly? My sister. Her name is Petronilly. But it's dumb, so I call her Nilly. She doesn't like when people touch her, and she's not ready for it. Nilly's really cool and tough, but she gets scared easy, I think. One day I touched her shoulder, and she didn't know I was there, and she screamed really loud. Like, but she said I shouldn't do it again because she's scared. And she said her scared brain takes over, and she said she might suplex me without meaning to. It sounds really cool, but she said she didn't want to suplex me because she doesn't want to hurt me. She did suplex one dude who scared her once, though. So I'm not allowed to touch her if she doesn't know I'm there. So I always try to walk real loud when she hears me coming. That's why my shoes are so big, see? Bonnie points at their boots. You nod. Please don't cry. I don't want to talk about my sister anymore. You don't often talk about her. She's frozen and she's not here, so I don't want to talk about her. She says talking behind people's back is bad. And also, talking about her hurts and makes me sad. I want Nilly to be here. I should have helped her when... Why aren't you used to being touched? Did your family not hug you when you were a kid? You flinch. Can't remember. Oh. But maybe that's why. I'm just not used to it, and it takes me off guard, I think. Oh, okay. If you can see me, and if I tell you I'm gonna touch you, it's fine? It's not fine, but sure. Huh. Okay. I remember that. So, then... Bonnie jumps up and down, making sure you watched him do it. I'm going to touch you now! Suddenly, Bonnie pokes you hard in the stomach. Ow? You saw me and I told you so, it's fine. I guess so. Okay, let's go. Let's fight one more sadness. I can do one more. You spot a sadness in the distance and attack. Ooh! Go, Bonnie! You got this, Bonnie. Okay, I can do this. Watch me, friend. You smile and enjoy Bonnie. You and the sadness exchange blows. Go, Bonnie! Nice, nice, nice. I feel like Seafriend is attacking lightly as well. Oh, do be careful, Bonnie. Okay, you're doing good, you're doing good. This is purely going automatically. This is different from usual. You're not used to fighting outside anymore. The ground is uneven and there's rocks and branches to worry about. Oop! Did you trip and fall, Siffrin? You tripped on a branch. Ah! Friend! The sadness saw you fall and is running towards you to attack. No! Not this time! Bonnie attacks wildly. Dang, 2,000! You breathe in and out. 150 experience received. Friend, are you okay? Bonnie is shaking. I'm okay, Bonbon. I just tripped. Really? You promise? You nod. Okay. You haven't called me Bonbon in forever. Only Zal calls me that now. Oops. Bonnie. No, I didn't mean... You promise you're okay? You nod. Okay. Sorry. I got scared. It's just... It's reminded me of before, that's all. Before? Before? Yeah. You remember, right? It was a while back. When you protected me from that other sadness, you know. Hmm? What sadness do they mean? You can't remember. Which one? Which one? The one that got your eye, stupid! Oh! Ah! Oh, crab, you stupid crabbing... See, I told you! I knew it! You're so crabbing stupid! You didn't even remember it! You think it doesn't matter! You keep getting hurt because of me and you don't care! You can't see from one eye because of me and you think it doesn't crabbing matter! That's right. You'd forgotten. It was after you all met Bonnie, before they started barely speaking to you anymore. They weren't careful and the sadness was about to hurt them. They're so small. No one else was close enough to do anything. You're the fastest. So you ran, and you got in front of them and... Why did you do it, friend? Why did you do it? Why did you protect me? I don't understand. You could have stayed put. I could have taken care of it. I was fine. But no, friend thinks they're better than everyone else. And you tried to protect me like a stupid crabbing idiot. And you got hurt because of me. Because of me, you can't see from one eye. You have a big scar. And you bump into things all the time and you trip all the time and you can't see because of me. Because of me. Oh no. They seem really upset, but it's not that big of a deal though. But it is. It really is. You got hurt because of me and I don't like it. I don't want it to have happened. You should have stood there and let me be hurt. But you would have died. It doesn't matter. If I died, it would have been fine. It would have never been fine. I could never let that sadness hit you. I know you don't like it when we say you're a child, but you are. And as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure you're safe. Do you want us to go to your sister and tell her, sorry we didn't jump to save them, you're gone now? You'll always be more important than any of us. No matter what, we'll always make sure you'll live. And I'll always pick you over a blinding stupid eye. But, friend, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be hurt. You reassure them all you want. Say you're sorry. Promise you'll never do it again. But you would do it again. Again and again and again. If it happened now while you're stuck in a time loop, you jump in to protect them every time. You would protect them all every time. Because what's the alternative? Try to find a way to save them without being hurt? But what if you failed? What if you couldn't do it and they get hurt? They did get hurt instead. What if they died because you tried to get a better ending? Can't take that chance. You would do it again, the exact same way, for as long as needed. I'm stronger now, Bonnie. I can protect you, and I can make sure I don't get hurt either. You promise? You promise you won't get hurt again? I promise. You super promise? Super promise. You super duper promise? Super duper promise. Okay. Okay. As long as you promise, it's fine. Oh, and anyways, I protected you just now, right? If it wasn't for me, you would have been hurt. So, you can protect me and I can protect you. And we can protect everyone too. Yeah? Yeah. You see me, right? I'm gonna touch you now. Aww. Bonnie runs to your side. They hug you tightly. You freeze until you remember what to do. Oh, so slowly, you hugged him back. I love your face, Siegfried. See, you do know how to hug. Looks like I do, yeah. You got a memory of training. You'll always remember this. When memory of training is equipped, your kid will never miss when attacking. Kid also learned the skill Bill and Blows technique. They'll be able to hit the enemy harder during battle. It's so strong you'll only be able to use it when your kid has this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to them all over again. Remember that, okay? Okay, let's go back to Dormont. I gotta show everyone how cool I am now. You nod. Both head back to Dormont. Tutorial quest, hang out with Bonnie. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. All right. Isabeau, Odile, and Bonbon have all been taken care of. Hi again, Sif. What's up? Hey, I finished helping everyone out. Oh, that's cool. I did see you running around with everyone earlier. It looked like fun. Oh, that's right. You didn't ask him if you need any help this loop. Well, so do you need help with anything? Help? Oh, yes, I do need help with something now that I'm thinking about it. Is that what you're doing today? Helping everyone out? I didn't know. I kept the best one for last. Oh, Sif, I'm glad. I was just thinking I wanted to hang out with you today since I saw you running around with everyone. But you didn't talk to me much today, so I was worried you didn't want to. It doesn't matter. I'm glad I thought about what we could do today then. Are you ready now? We probably have to go to the clock tower immediately after we're done, so I don't think we'll have time to do anything in the village after. So I want to make sure you did everything you needed to. Wait. Give me a second? Sure, Sif. I'll see you later. Okay, let me know if you need anything, okay? One last thing before I forget. Stop! Stop trying to unlock my door! Stop bothering me! I don't want you to come inside. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't know who you are. You could be someone dangerous, or you could be with the king, or... I'm not like the rest of the village. Acting like nothing wrong's and planning a party knowing we all might die. I don't want to be frozen. If I lock myself in, I'll be safe. So I'll stay in here, so no one can hurt me. So go away! The king curse doesn't care about locks. You decide to leave them alone. I'm sorry. I got the rooms wrong. I was trying to find the one with the long thingy thing and I clicked on the wrong one and then I misclicked and then oh, I feel like a jerk now. Door seems to be locked. One of those weird locks. Okay. So storage room. Nothing happens. Oh gosh. Change? Yes. Long thingy thing. You follow Isabeau around for a while, going through Dormont, then the forest until... A field? There's nothing around. What could he possibly need? So what do you need me to do? Huh? Oh, lay down with me? You lay down. And then, look up. You look up. Aww. Stars, 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 all around you. You inhale sharply. You know, when you asked me if I needed help earlier, I wasn't sure what to say. I didn't really need help in anything, and I did all I needed to prepare for tomorrow and stuff. But I saw you run around and help everyone today, and that seemed kind of fun. And so I thought, just making sure to help everyone today, but I just want to hang out with him. And so, that's it. That's all I want to do today. Let's just hang. Oh. Oh. Why stars? Oh, so you know how you say this word when you're annoyed or something bad happens? I don't know what the language it is, but I always thought it was like a swear word. Like crab? And I looked in a few books, but I couldn't find the word anywhere. And I got really curious. And one day, I heard someone else say it. So I asked them, and they said it means stars. And I noticed you know stuff about the sky. You talked about planets once and the sun, like you really knew what you were talking about. And sometimes, when we slept aside, you spent most of the night looking at the night sky. And I thought that was interesting, because I never thought that about what's up there before. But, so I thought maybe, like, you'd like to see the stars together? Or just in general? Oh no, was I wrong? Was it really more of an actual swear word like crab where you don't actually like stars and stars are bad and gross? Did I step in it? Did I mess up? No, you didn't step in it. Oh, phew. I got scared. Anyways, I heard some people can see stuff in the stars sometimes. Like pictures. They're called something? Constellations. Constellations. Yes, that. Do you know some? You look up at the stars. You don't recognize any of them. No, I don't know any. Huh. You're saying I didn't step in it, but... Tiff. Change the subject. No, you're fine. Tell me something? Something? Something about you. Oh, okay. Well, okay, you know it from Juvent, right? I lived there my whole life. It's a nice big city. More than one house, too. Way bigger than Dormant. Big enough that you don't know where the life story of every person you see. Anyways, you might think it's surprising. I don't know. But when I was Bonnie's age, I was like the smartest smarty pants around. Not like slightly smart or anything, but like the nerdiest kid you can imagine. Huh. You have trouble imagining Isabel as anything other than the mysterious man he is. like really imagine it. Big glasses, super neat braids, always knows the answer to any question the teacher has, always getting perfect grades, always too shy and focused on grades to even know how to make a friend in the playground. That was me. And I didn't really like myself. Cause like, I was smart, but I really hated being shy, being alone, not even able to ask classmates for a pen because I was so paralyzed by fear. And I was ready to spend the rest of my life like this. But one day, after years of living like this, I looked at myself the way I was, the way I existed in this world. I looked at that kid in the mirror and I thought, is this it? Is this really who I want to be? Couldn't I just be someone else? Someone that can make friends, someone people could love, someone I could love, someone I wouldn't feel ashamed of being? Couldn't I just change? And that's one of the things people go to the houses for, you know? To learn things, to train, to do bodycraft on yourself, to change. And you can stay for a bit and come back change and no one would say a thing. They just accept the new person you've become. So I went to one of Jovette's houses and threw myself into it, trying to be the coolest, strongest, most dependable person around. Lifting weights, training my voice to be deeper, louder, crafting my own body to be cooler, stronger. Looking at myself in the mirror every morning and yelling, I'm the coolest! Change is destruction, you know? To bring about change, you need to know you might hurt people. Might hurt yourself even. So you always have to be careful and think about whether the destruction you bring about is worth it. I decided it was. So the person I was before, I made them disappear. Killed them with my bare hands. Made sure they never, ever come back. So I could live. It sounds bad when I say it like that. The kid I was before is still here. I just, grew around them to protect them, building an armor until it becomes the real thing. So I could become someone strong, someone outgoing, someone comforting to be around. Someone I would have liked to know before. Meh, it doesn't matter that much. I'm here is what I mean. And I love myself so much more now than I did before. But even the person I'm now is work. But even the person I'm now is a work in progress. I want to change still. I became a bit strong and dependable, happy-go-lucky dude, because that's who I needed to be. But lately, I've been feeling like I need to let down the airhead facade a bit, act less stupid, that sort of stuff. It doesn't feel great when people think I'm stupid just because I act a certain way. So I might change again soon and become someone slightly new. That sounds cool, right? Oh, you never knew Isabelle wanted to change to become someone else, and he did it. He must have worked for so long to make his wish come true. I might change to be a mix between a jock and a nerd, balancing it all, you know? So you change into a jerd or a knock? Oh gosh. I'm feeling jerd. You'll change into a jerd? More like a knock. Okay, sounds better, doesn't it? I have better mouthfeel. They both sound bad. I like jerd more. No, don't say that. You can be a buff nerd. Oh. You think I'm buff? You quickly look away from him. Anyways, after we beat the king tomorrow and go on our separate ways, I'll change it to someone else. Someone that can be both strong and smart. Both at once. What a concept! Doesn't that sound like someone cool? Doesn't that feel like someone you wouldn't feel ashamed of knowing? Is that what he thinks? Isa. Yeah, Sif? I have never felt ashamed of knowing you. Not even a little bit. You're gonna make me blush, Sif. And, well, you know I feel the same, right? You're like maybe the coolest person I know. You know that, right? And I really like spending time with you. When we hang out, I always discover new things, like cool theater stuff or even just something new about you. And I like how you always have a pun ready for any situation. How you breathe in this specific way sometimes, and I wish I could breathe with you to make you feel better. And I like the way your face looks when you eat your favorite foods. And I want to know more about you. Talk with you more. Laugh with you more. And You can't look away from him. Whoa, is that a shooting star? Hey, look up! Isn't it cool? You look away from him and look up at the starry sky. There's no shooting star, but you don't mind. Aha! See, I told you they'd be here! You heard Isa mumble to himself about it earlier. More like... Oh, this drawing is very sweet. Hi, Siffrin. Hi, Isabelle. We figured you'd be here. Can we join you? Everyone is here. Good to see you, everyone. Such a beautiful night. Was it your idea to come here, Isabelle? It was. Under the stars, huh? How romantic. Very well done, Isabelle. What? No, it wasn't romantic at all. Just pals outing, a buddy's hangout. I, of course, would bring any one of you here. Uh-huh. I brought our food! So we can eat here. A nightly picnic. Oh, I can smell samosas. Yummy. Yeah, I made a lot. Friend, take one. Take two, even. You deserve it. Siffrin worked hard today, didn't they? Thank you for your help earlier. You jump. Yes, thank you, Siffrin. You've been a great help today. Friend taught me how to fight. I'll be able to help you tomorrow. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Bonnie. Did friend help you today too? You freeze. Did you? Of course you've helped me today. Isabeau's looking at you, smiling brightly. Thank you for spending time with me, Sif. Oh. You hide your face beneath the rim of your hat. How wonderful. Thank you, oh great helper. Here, have another samosa. And have some pate and bread. I'm sure you want some tea, too. And here's some of my curry. Your plate is overflowing. You see everything on your plate sway back and forth. You eat as much as possible before everything falls down. Oh! You burp. Ew! Nice reflexes, Siegfried. Everyone starts laughing happily. You laugh too. You're surrounded by your allies. You're heartless. You love them. You're glad you got to spend time with them. You're glad to know them better. You're glad. Friend, you okay? Want more snacks? You smile. Yes, please. Then eat. Eat as much as you want. You all ate and laughed under the stars. Tomorrow, once again, you'll go into the house and fight the king. But today you're happy. You had a nice time yesterday. Hanging out with Isabeau under the stars. You got memory of stargazing. You'll always remember this. Hi, Stardust. I didn't want to interrupt before, but you get a new memory. When equipped, memory of stargazing boosts all your fighter stats by 30. Wow. Your fighter also learned a skill, We Will Win. We Will Win is amazingly strong. When used, it boosts everyone's attack, defense, and attack speed for a few turns. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your fighter have had this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to him all over again. Remember that, okay? But hey, Stardust, it was nice, wasn't it? Hanging out with all of them yesterday? They love you now. Your bond with them is stronger now. Isn't that neat? It is neat. You don't have to loop back before you spend that time with them. What would happen if you stayed in this version of them until the end? If you went through the entire house without looping ahead, beat the king and saw the head housemaid with them. Would anything happen? Would anything change? Time to walk all the way up and beat the king. Oh no. It should be quick. Wait. It should be quick. The universe. They're all staring at you, confused. Funny joke? Funny joke, yeah. Cyrus, why would you say that? You put the key in your pocket. Sharpening stone for the key knife. You pick it up. You get the sharpening stone. Put the stone in your pockets along with your souvenirs. You should be able to sharpen the key knife now. When you get it back, that is. You hit your hip into the blinding, stupid, ugly counter again. Siegfried, did you really hit the counter in? Yes, I said, yeah, who cares? Whoa, friend, are you? You hungry? Ah! The bed itself doesn't seem very comfy, but that pillow. Why does that pillow look so comfy? It has a strange shape though, doesn't it? Wait, that's not a pillow. That's a hat. Just like mine. What? You get the pillow hat. You give the pillow hat to Bonnie to equip later. Oh, sweet. Yes. Card has a drawing of a pair of scissors. The bottom says 2 of swords. You get the drawn card. A craftonomy book. Is this a craftology book? Piercing craft, creative craft, where's the protection craft checked? It's a craftonomy book, not a craftology book. This one's about the study of craft, not your fortune. Book about the study of craft. Could it have any information about Timecraft, maybe? Does the Craftology book have anything on Timecraft? Timecraft? What for? It's related to our situation, isn't it? With the king? We don't have to. What's Timecraft? I don't know what that is. Should we have a crash course on Timecraft then? Ugh, fine. Odell flips through the book. It does have a section on Timecraft. Alright. So, Timecraft is, as the name implies, the power to wield craft time itself. It's a type of craft that has been hypothesized to exist for decades, but its existence has never been proven. Until now, right? Stopping time. That's what the king does, right? The king is using Timecraft? The king most likely is, yes. Which would make it the first time in history someone managed to harvest that power. Outside of the stories told in family tales, that is. I've heard scholars outside of Vaugarde are really excited right now. Timecraft confirmed to be real. So they're happy because he froze people in time? Well, it's more complicated than that. Morals aside, it does change everything we knew about Timecraft. Think about how Timecraft could be used. The king is only stopping people's time, but it could be used for many other things. It could be used to hasten or slow people's times too. Maybe make people's bodies younger or older. Maybe make buds grow into trees in an instant. Worst case scenario, it could be used to change history itself. Crafting time to go back in time and change history. Whoa! Whoa. Possibilities are endless and terrifying. Definitely not the kind of power you want in someone's hands. And definitely not someone like the king. And correct me if I'm wrong, but crafting time wouldn't be like crafting clay to a specific shape or crafting a sword. Those are easy enough to do and won't tire you out, but crafting time? Something as basic and essential as time? Wouldn't it ask for immense amounts of power? Exactly. Crafting clay barely asks for any power from the user, but crafting time. It was theorized that crafting time, even to pause time for a single second, would probably kill the user immediately. Huh? Kill them dead? Kill them dead. And yet, the king is still alive. So it raises the question, what gave him enough power to use Timecraft without dying? And how did he learn how to use it? Good questions, Isabeau. You have pretty smart insight sometimes. I sure do. Timecraft is what the king uses and it's dangerous. Got it. I don't suppose talking about this was useful. I'm surprised you're curious about this though. Siffrin. You shrug. ... Timecraft, a type of craft that allows the user to control time. Isn't that what you and the king have been using? But neither you should be able to use it. Using it would ask for immense amounts of power. So then, what gave you this power? Oop. Maybe you should ask the king about this. But what if it isn't enough? What if he doesn't want to tell you anything about Timecraft? You talk to the king and the head housemaiden. Are those really the only two people that would know anything about the loops you're stuck in? Who else could you talk to about the loops? You theorize. Loop? Oh, wait. There is one person. Yes, there is one person. You can come back and read this again later if you need to. Siffrin is now level 62 and learned the craft skill Rose Printed Glasses. Rose Printed Glasses is actually a paper type craft. Deals weak paper damage to one enemy, gives 2 jackpot points instead of 1, and it's on a 2-thing cooldown thing. Oh, kind of like the Inawal Rockadal. Gotcha. There was no like zany pickup lines that were said when that happened, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. While passing through, you take a deep breath and you quickly poke Odil's side. Beyond throwing you a look, she doesn't react. You try not to smile. Ooh, an essay about the 3.5% of people who are dual craft type users like Mirabelle. It's a petition to serve more bread at lunch. Siffrin! Are you curious about the Kid Change God statues, perhaps? I'm just wondering why they're broken. That's the king's doing, isn't it? There's statues of the Change God, and the king wants to free Vaugarde in time, so maybe the king wanted to make a statement? Look how useless your god is! That sort of thing. But only the faces are destroyed. Normally, you destroy the whole statue, right? The face is important, Dial. Oh? Yes, so every statue we've seen so far is made by a different crafter or artist. Kind of a cultural theme to craft your own Change God. The Change God is always changing, always different, and we'll always have our own version of the Change God in our brains. The Change God is always depicted wearing the same clothes, so they're at least recognizable in that way. But their face is always changing. I think the Change God has like 1,000 eyes. That's how they can see everything. I heard someone say the Change God has sewn their own mouth shut, unable to tell us how to change and leaving it to us poor humans to figure it out. I had a dream they had dimples. And since it's crafted by us, it's supposed to represent our connection to the Change God. The Change God, by their very nature, doesn't interact with humans much. Except for when they bless Mirabelle. Yes. But by crafting the Change God's face, we get linked to them in some small way. And some people even get to communicate with the Change God through the statues they made as well. Oh, really? Nah, not really. Yes, really! I've met someone who talked to the Change God when they finished their statue. Was it in a dream, maybe? Because you know that doesn't count. Anyways, that's why all the statues are different from one another. Interesting. So it's a cultural tradition to make your own statue. And it's a connection between you and the Change God. How do you connect with your gods, madame? We make shrines of our gods, and everyone shares the shrines. Sharing gods? Interesting. Now that you know more about the statues and the change belief, maybe you could check Mirabelle's statue once more. Yeah, totally. Ooh, ... Is that so? You smile awkwardly. Odile is on to me. Oh, your new shield skill. They showed it in this book too, look. Oh, they do. A secret didn't teach me yesterday. This could have been useful. But I already know it. Book. Siegfried taught me, book. And I'll protect against the king, book. Huh? Did I read that right? I feel like I did not read that right. Odile is staring at me. You look away. Maybe you shouldn't have looked at the bookcase. This book mentions shields that reflect attacks too. Those are so complicated. I wish I could figure it out someday. I get the feeling that at some point, Odile's gonna confront us and be like, you know something, don't you? Pepperas family tale, huh? Interesting. Odile looks your way. Very interesting. You look away. Books with no titles. We need to get out of here. Okay, two things. First off, their icon, Siegfried's icon in the bottom when they're doing their special attack looks really cool. And also, even when I do the combined group attack, Siegfried doesn't look as happy as anymore. I don't know if I pointed it out yet, but I'm pointing it out again because I like little details like that. Love that stuff. Let's keep going. Okay. Also off topic. Sorry to keep cutting away like this. I'm trying to at least show the things that I notice are major changes at the very least while we go through the castle again. However, something I think I mentioned a little bit earlier, but I'm definitely noticing it a lot more now, is that Siegfried's kind of pretending like this is all a performance. Which, I mean, I guess technically it is for Siegfried. They do have to kind of pretend to be invested in a situation they've already been in. But it's getting as far as like Siegfried's internal monologue being like, say the line, follow the script, this is your part. And I've started noticing that a lot, and I find that equal parts very interesting and also equal parts very distressing because I don't want Siegfried to be sad. And I don't like seeing the mental unraveling of Siegfried and how they're interacting with their friends. It is very not distressing. It's not distressing in the same way that like something horrible happening in my life is distressing, but distressing in a sense of like, oh no, you are in such a bad situation, and I normally would say you need to talk to a friend, but how can you talk to a friend about this? And even if you did, if you looped again, it would all be for naught. Ah! Everyone else in the classes felt like they were learning about their passion, you know? Artists taking art classes, getting better at their craft, that sort of thing. But I was just not using those skills outside of class. But just because everyone else was doing their way means I could do things my way too. And I could just take a lot of classes because I like to learn. Yeah. Maybe this is what the head housemaid wanted you to realize when she asked you to prepare this class. Oh, maybe. You got a memory of learning. You'll always remember this. Oh, shoot. Okay. I skipped through. I was dozing off for half of that conversation, like Seafriend was, not me. Oh gosh. When memory of learning is equipped, all of your housemated craft skills cooldowns will be lowered by 1. Oh, that's really good. Someone wrote on the board, don't stay with your mistakes. Don't be afraid to start over. Okay, board. By the way, I still have the little wood carving of me you made, Seafriend. You do? Of course. Why wouldn't I? It was so very cute. You know, I'm still so jealous Seaf made you a wood figurine. I could curse you in your entire family's name. Then curse me, coward. I will one day, and then you'll be sorry. Ooh, I'm so scared. Bonnie forgot to tie their shoe. Oh, gems, they actually did forget. Someone better tell them later. Good. Okay, so, oh gosh. Why are you all even talking about what will happen if we lose? Bonnie is listening. Bonnie, you were listening? I'm a master cooker, so I can cook and listen to you guys talk. And I think it's stupid to worry about what's gonna happen if we lose. But, Bonbon. No, listen. Because me and Friend promised, you know? Friend promised he wouldn't get hurt protecting people anymore. And I promised I'd protect Friend. So if I protect Friend, I protect all of you. So, if I'm here, no one will get hurt. That's a Bonnie promise. Aw, Bonnie looks at you and offers a big smile. Bonnie. Am I really getting reassured by a kid right now? Well, Bonbon's saying it. I believe it. You and Bonnie will protect us? I won't accept such a one-sided promise. If both of you will protect us, then we'll protect both of you too. We'll protect each other. Indeed we will. Don't worry, Bonbon. Don't worry, Sif. We'll all fight and we'll all live. You nod, smiling. So, to make sure we have enough energy to protect each other, isn't it? It's snack time, baby! I'll try the pineapple. Wait, you like pineapples too? I didn't know! Pineapples are one of my 3 favorite foods. Sounds like you have good taste sometimes, friend. Bonnie hands you a snack. You bite into it, chewing on the fruit. Tastes spicy. Spicy? No! You choked on a pineapple slice? I will be right back. Awesome. Wow. Friend, do you see me? I'm gonna touch you now. Bonnie slowly raises their hand and slowly moves it towards your hand and slowly pats your hand. Good kid, good kid. You didn't even jump that time. Good job. You did such a good job. You laugh. Friend! Bonnie gives you a thumbs up. You give a thumbs up back. See, friend. You tilt your head. Sorry, I just wanted to say your name. Mira. See, friend. Mira. Sif. No. Sif is my Sifra nickname, Mira. You have to pick another one. I'm sorry. I won't budge on that. Gems alive, Isabeau. I mean, what? But you said Sifra You and Schiffer said Mira. It's not fair. That's true. All right, in the spirit of fairness, we can get joint custody on Sif then. You know, I think I'll pick another nickname for Sifrin after all. But Isabel picked Sif and Monty picked Frin. I have no letters left. Sif, thank you for talking to Bonbon yesterday. Huh? Why? Why? Well, because they managed to look you in the eye earlier. That's why. I didn't think that was going to happen anytime soon after the whole incident, I guess. About my eye, you mean? Well, yeah, I always felt like you didn't really care about what happened, but Bonbon's little, you know? Even if they felt like you didn't blame them for it, it's still a lot of emotions for a kid to handle. But knowing you probably thought Bonbon started hating you for no reason, yeah? Figured. Guess I should have talked to you about it, but it didn't feel like my place? But that's why I'm glad you two talked yesterday. Good job, Sif. Good job. Here, have a Madeline. You feel patronized. You take the Madeline. Oh, Sif, what about Madeline for doing such a good job? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You blow a raspberry at him. He laughs. Oh. Odil's looking at you. Never mind. Leave me alone. I'm reading. Leave me be, Sifrin. All people need their alone time. You let her be. There's also apparently another craft smell they're trying to figure out, which smells very sweet. Sweet, like sugar. Ooh! Sorry, I was clicking through again. That was this time it was me. I was merely clicking through like the weird little jerk face that I am. Sweet like sugar, but oh wow! What is it? Sugar! It's been smelling like sugar for a while now. You freeze. So this mysterious sweet-smelling craft might be time craft, I see. You freeze! How so, madame? This place has been frozen in time for a while, hasn't it? It wouldn't be weird to think it smelled like time craft. You relax. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I can't smell anything though. Are you sure? Me neither. Wait. Now that Bonnie mentioned it, I can kind of smell it. It's very slight though. You really have a great sense of smell, Bonbon. No wonder you're so good at cooking. Do you smell it in some places more than others? Could you smell sugar before we went into the house? No, not really. I only noticed it yesterday afternoon, I think. But I smell it super strong near those sadnesses I give those crest thingies. Oh, For a minute, I thought they were onto me because, like, Sifrin was saying that they smelled like they tasted burnt sugar. Well, they tasted it, not smelled it. Wow, this book looks simpler than the one I studied. Apparently they made some big strides in bodycraft recently. Before, it took close to a year to make big change, but now you can change in a month or so. It's interesting. Crafting your body is so accepted here in Vaugarde. In Kabbu, using crafting yourself would be grounds for prison. Prison? But why? Because if you can craft your body to your liking, where's the limit? Take the king, for example. They say he crafted his body to become so massive he can destroy houses in a single gesture. And that's without mentioning his mastery over Timecraft, too. But I'm not saying Kabbu is correct. I'm just telling you their point of view. Plus, it's not like there aren't ways to do bodycraft in Kabbu, if you know where to look. Oh my, Madame Odile, were you part of an underground resistance? I'll never tell. Resistanceology. Sure, let's go with that. You close the bathroom stall door. You like coming here because you know you'll be able to be alone for a bit. But you almost feel like going outside right away, right now. Huh? Why? You feel weird. Even though you're stuck in this time loop and you don't know how to escape yet. You feel happy? You feel happy. Why do you feel happy? Is it because you're helping everyone right now? Hearing them out, helping them with their problems? You talk to each one of them, learn more about them as people, talk about the things with them you've never talked about with anyone. It was embarrassing, a bit, but it made you feel so warm. It was nice. Even though you're not friends. Even though you're just allies. Oh, come on, sea friend. But that's how you become closer to people, right? Yes. By helping them out? Kinda. Maybe right now, they like you better than in previous loops because you helped them. And... Okay, this will sound silly. But maybe that's all you need? To break the loop? That's stupid. You're stupid. Don't even think about it, or it won't come true. You smack the side of your head, focusing on the pain. Stay focused. Stop thinking about the best case scenarios. Stop thinking about your allies. Stop thinking about how they don't see you as friends or anything. Stop thinking. Stop it. Stop it. You breathe slowly in and out, and think about nothing. Sharpening stone, applied to key knife. You try to focus on sharpening the knife. It doesn't seem to be getting sharper. Huh? Is that how you sharpen knives now, Steve? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know. Feels like you usually say something when you sharpen your dagger. Do you? You can't remember. Yes, something's missing. Doesn't Seafriend talk usually? They do. They mumble when they make things. Like, a few weeks ago, you were carving a little wooden Odile, remember? And you were saying... something? I can't remember. I can't remember either. Are we as forgetful as Seafriend now? This doesn't bode well. If I saw a piece of carving wood or some carving stuff, I'd remember. Yeah. Could it be that easy? Carving. Where can you find carving tools or something? That I can do. Hold on. Wait. Don't I have carving tools? Do I not? I thought I picked it up in the oh gosh, I cannot remember. Didn't I grab some from the rock room? The trap room? The statue is a link between the change god and the crafter, right? You wonder what would happen if Mirabelle touched it right now. Mira, can you put your hand on the statue? Sure. As soon as Mirabelle touches the statue, you hear something. Oh, what? Huh? What? Where are Mirabelle and you got transported somewhere? Someone's there, Mira. Huh? Oh. The head house maiden? Buzzer sound. Is that a cow emoji? Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer, just like, incorrect. Mirabelle. Can't believe you can't recognize me. Making a little face. They changed shapes? Yeah, I did. Why are they only talking? Their font is overlapping on each other and they only talk in lowercase. Don't you know who I am? Someone who changes shapes. No, this can't be. You're... And she got it. It's me. It's me. The change god. Oh, no. I didn't mean to make you cry. I messed up. Oh, change god, I'm so sorry. Sorry? But for what? For so many things. For being useless, for not being willing to change enough, for lying and making everyone believe you blessed me for... Oh, that. I don't care. It's fine, don't worry about it. Huh? If I was mad about it, wouldn't I have helped you earlier, right? But I didn't because I'm rooting for you. Helped us earlier. Do you mean the knife? The key knife, okay? It has a name and you should use it. But yes, that was me. It was? So... housemate and Mirabelle. I'm about to tell you something really important. For many reasons, you won't remember it after I send you back to your quest. Well, your brain won't remember, but your heart will. Yeah! So listen, it's true that as a chain god, I can't help humans much. Mostly because I don't want to. I can't help with your petty struggles for survival and stuff. But it doesn't matter because even my little god powers are nothing next to yours. The real power comes from you, Mirabelle. You decide you could change. That's enough power belief to do anything. Don't even need some silly rituals or anything, but I like some other beliefs out there. And look how far you come without me. But if that's not enough for you, then know this. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, I love his face though. He is very much a face. You are loved, Mirabelle. I see you changing, even if you do not. You are always changing, always evolving. You are not stagnating in any way. And even if you were, that would be fine, because life is about changes. But it's also about staying right where you are sometimes. I am proud of you, and I love you. And I love the stupid ugly face you gave me, and I won't ever let anyone destroy it. Remember that, okay? Thank you, Change God. You are nothing like I was expecting, but I would expect nothing else from you. Mirabelle and the Change God giggled together. Somehow Mirabelle looks so much less burdened than before. I want to do this! You got a memory of me! Oh, when it cramps, it'll do... who cares? I don't know why you need to remember things so much, weirdo! What? Mirabelle tilts her head to the side, confused. Oh crap, look at that head tilt. That head house buddy of yours is right. You really are so stinking cute, Mirabelle. Aww. Oh, alright, that's it. That was your god call. Good luck, Mirabelle. I'm rooting for you. I love you. Bye. Beams you away. Wait. Oh. Mirabelle disappeared! Where did she? And you! See, for no middle name, no last name? Yeah. What is this face? Sorry for not talking to you. That was all for Mirabelle's sake, you understand. Her side quest. You know all about side quests, don't you? Because I know you don't really care about me. But hey, it's not every loop you get to meet a god. And it's not like yours will ever really talk to you. I would give you some words too. I'll say this in the face of your little sponsor buddy too for the effect. Sponsor? And those words are... I have seen it all. Oh. Pitiful traveler, walking through time, going against the very nature of this world. This ridiculous, never-ending play. It goes against everything I stand for. I am the Change God. My domain is the future itself, the possibility of it. And this, is this what I have now? Dormant, repeating, dormant, unchanging, stagnating, a crime against life itself. But you don't want to be here either. If you could change it, you would. So, you misunderstand. What? The events unfolding right now may go against my very nature, but it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying myself immensely. This pocket of time may be rewinding, but you are not. In this bubble where everything stays the exact same. How will you bring about change? How will you change? I just can't wait to see more. I'll keep you via the knife every time, so don't worry. Keep going. Keep changing. Keep giving us a good show. Bye. Wait. Nope. Bye. Hangs up the phone. You stumble. Whoa. Hey, Mira, Civ, are you two okay? What happened? I don't know. You both started looking weird. Like you were about to faint or something. Are you both okay? Can you stand up? You and Mirabelle nod. Yes, I feel like I saw something incredible. I don't remember it anymore though. You do still. If you're good, we should keep going. Yes, let's go. An attack statue detained draw. I see that. I see it and I don't see it. I got an achievement. I got the punting sound. Cool. Oh god. That was scary. And there are some things to unpack there. Oh gosh, everything is like unwinding and falling apart. What do you mean that loop is our sponsor though? But you couldn't get to her in time, could you, Claude? Mirabelle, are you okay to continue on? Yes. Like I said, I was prepared for it, and we still have the king's butt to kick, so we can save everyone, don't we? Indeed we do. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and kick that crabbing king's butt. He won't know what hit him. Mirabelle's roommate. Her eyes are open, resigned. She's holding something tightly in her fist. You kneel down. It's a small vial-shaped secret ingredient. Ooh, hold on! Equipment, please! No, souvenirs, please! You look at the short gizmo gadget. You have everything you need. You give them all to Isabeau. All right, bomb time. Isabeau made a bomb. You keep the bomb in your pockets. Wouldn't want Bonnie to carry it. This will be fun. Bomb time! You got a memory of bomb. You'll always remember this. If you have the memory equipped and loop back to the king, the bomb will magically appear in your pockets. Oh, sweet! You all quietly look Mirabelle's way, trying to make sure she's alright. Will this be different somehow? Hey, Mira, everything's good? Oh, yes. I got a little fired up fighting that big sadness earlier, but I feel better now. I'm doing breathing exercises to stay calm. Ah, yes, the fabled Sifrim breathing exercises. Told you he wasn't doing it for no reason. It had to help somehow. Yes, thank you, Sifrin. And thank you for yesterday, too. I don't think I'd be this calm if we hadn't talked. Huh? Oh, so when you spent some time together. Yes, we had a good talk. It helped me realize some things. Oh, I'm glad. Nothing like a good talk between friends to feel better. And it seems like you were hard at work yesterday, weren't you, Sifrin? Helping me out along with Body and Madame Odile, and me. I suppose that's what friends are for, isn't it? To help out with important things? Friends? Are you all friends? You traveled together, ate together, laughed together, so you thought it made you friends. But Odile says the same thing every time, doesn't she? Come on, Sifrin, don't do this. Are we friends? Huh? Yes? But you said it once, didn't you, Odile? Huh? You remember, every time we stopped for a snap break on floor 1. She says, you said we weren't friends. You said we're all allies, colleagues at best. Did I? Odile, how could you? I don't remember her saying that, but sadly this does sound like something Odile would say. But she says it every time, every blinding time, in a different loop. Wait, did she even say it this loop? Yeah, she didn't say it. When you stopped for snacks on the 2nd floor, it was all different, so maybe it was different then too. Allies. Well, it does sound like something I'd say, yes. I don't know if I consider you all friends per se. The 5 of us are just very different people with different goals and thoughts. Our age difference makes it difficult for me to see you as friends. After all, why would an old lady be friends with a preteen? Oh, it's just strange. So no, to me, we aren't friends. The mere thought of it is absurd to me. Way to bring the morale down, madame. I'm not done. I don't think we're friends, but I would do anything to protect all of you. Horrible things, to be honest, as long as I could be sure you were all safe. And I think you all do the same for me, for anyone in our little group. So friends doesn't fit to me, but we're family, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, we're family. Like me and Neil. We stay together, we eat together, we say good morning and good night. Family. I have a difficult relationship with that word, but Yes, family fits better, I think. Family! What a lovely word to describe our relationship to each other. I already thought of us like that, but it's kind of awkward to say out loud, isn't it? It is, a little bit. But we don't know what tomorrow or even the next few hours have in store. So while we're all still together on this journey, we might as well say it. Say the unsaid. Especially since Siffrin over here seemed to think I didn't care about him. You don't know how to react. All this time, you were trying to keep in mind what she said, that you were just allies to each other, but... Odile reaches over and ruffles your hair. Don't think so hard, Siffrin. Why, honestly, it doesn't seem to work out very well for you. So mean, madame. Siffrin's hat is all lopsided now. You look funny like this, Freen. You readjust your hat and hide your face. They all look at you, smiling. Oh. Oh? I'm bored. Snack time! Okay. I'll start with the worst one. After eating your snacks, everyone's health has been restored. As you eat, you look at everyone. They're smiling. Happy. Sometimes one of them sees you looking at them and smiles at you. In this moment, you are loved. You know, I have a good feeling. We'll definitely kick the king's butt. Kick the king's butt! Kick the king's butt! All right, everyone, let's finish eating our snacks. We have a king's butt to kick. Yeah! What? What is it? Are you still hungry? Here, have some more Malinga fritters. Bonnie fills your cupped hand with fritters. Eat them, Kay? You look weird. I think you're out of calories. Calories. I think you're out of calories. Eat the fritters. Tastes good. You know, I made them for you. Thank you, Bonbon. You're welcome. Siffrin, would you perhaps accept a comb? Is your hair that bad? You nod and get your hand out to receive a comb. Actually, would you perhaps allow me to brush your hair? You nod? Oh, that's completely fine. I just thought I'd ask since... What, you said yes to getting your hair brushed? You nod again. Slightly farther, you hear someone gasp and curse. What is that about? Quick, sit down in front of me. Do it! Hesitantly, you sit down and remove your hat. Mirabelle slowly, methodically starts combing your hair. Finally, I can repay the favor. You did my hair so wonderfully a few weeks ago, so I'm glad I get to brush your hair in return. I was surprised you had experience taking care of kinky hair too. Really? Oh, look, your hair is split everywhere. You should take better care of it because you keep dyeing it, Siffrin. Such a shame. It's such a nice bright shade too. Will you dye your hair again? I think you should let it grow out. Light hair suits you so well. You can barely hear what she's saying. Getting your hair combed feels nice. You can feel your tension and Mirabelle's fade as she takes care of you. Mirabelle chatters on for a few minutes until... All good. You're all ready for the king now. Yes, we do have to be beautiful to appear in front of him. We do, madame. Gotta appear fierce. Of course. Mirabelle smiles at you. I'm gonna be so honest right now. I am very similar to Siffrin. Okay, let me clarify. I have never dyed my actual hair. I do have a lot of wigs though. So in terms of wigs, I've had almost every hair color under the sun, but my actual hair, I've been trying to focus on taking care of it and growing it out too. Mixed results, I suppose. But man, almost no one ever plays in my hair or brushes it for me, especially in the recent days. The few times I've had someone else take care of my hair, I feel like I was like melting in a good way. Like in a good way. I was like, oh my gosh, this feels so nice. I don't know. One thing that I noticed about Siffrin that I kind of relate to in general and is something that I can definitely see/feel myself and kind of it's like just like me for real. I have a hard time asking people for affection and being affectionate myself. I just get really awkward and it keeps permeating and it feels too weird to reach out to people. So the few times where I do get like hugs or anything of the sort, it's always like and I'm trying to like play it cool. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm touch adverse, but I guess it depends on the person. I don't know. I think I do like contact to some degree. I just don't like being smothered. I don't like feeling restricted. Does that make sense? I have no clue. So, Siffrin, buddy, you want to talk? What about? Oh, okay, we're ignoring that whole thing. Sure, that's fine. We can do this if you want. We can also ignore how you're acting very weird and how you stop smiling every time you think we're not looking. I give you one last chance, though. Would you like to sit down and have a talk about what just happened? No. Nope. Okay, no problem. But when we're done and we've won and we eat dinner tonight, having beaten the king, before we go our separate ways, we will have the feelings talk. Ah, you snort. Sure thing, Iza. Oh, you said sure. We're gonna have this talk. Caught you. You're stuck now. You will be emotionally vulnerable. But don't you have another talk with Isabeau planned? Only if we have that first talk first. That first talk. What? Isabeau freezes in the middle of his sentence. Yes, that other talk. The one I said I would have with you last night in the clock tower after we went back. Yes, that talk. Yes. Two talks, Sif. One talk each. We can get through this. Isabeau gives you a shaky thumbs up. Smirking, you give one back. Oh crap, I forgot all about that. I can't go through a feelings talk after that. That'd be impossible. Sif! You're still here. Want a snack? Here's a polymer. Bye! Isabeau gives you polymer, which you eat whole immediately and looks away from you. Sorry for messing up your hair earlier. I know you don't usually like to be touched, but I think you needed it this time, right? You stay silent and readjust your hat. If I can help with anything, Siffrin, just let me know. You and I are very private people, but we need to learn to open up every once in a while, don't you think? We're family, after all. I don't think I can. Open up, you mean? Of course not. As I said, it's not a skill we're very good at. But know that I'll always be here if you decide to do so before we part ways. You don't say anything. Offer valid whenever, Siffrin. Your family members' craft skills and experience have been recorded for this location. Oh, it changed. You're gonna make me cry. Stop. Oh no. I was doing one last check on my crafts. It says family member on everything. That's so sweet and adorable. Like the moving shield. So, you using Timecraft? Timecraft? I suppose I am. But if you're using Timecraft, how did you manage to control it? Timecraft should use immeasurable amounts of power that no mere human could have. So how? Yes, it is true. I could not have harvested Timecraft on my own, so I had some help. Help? Who would? Oh, is it obvious? The universe would. Oh. I only had to wish for it, and the universe delivered. The universe? Who is that? A person? Nah, it's... Wow, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to remember. It's what's beyond this plane, correct? What's in the sky? You clench your fist. The king sobs. Oh, I knew the Guardians were ignorant of it, but then I did think travelers of other countries were too. How could you have? Vagardians, huh? Interesting choice of words. Are you now from Vagard yourself? He isn't, Madame Modil. I feel like I've seen an article about it somewhere recently. I saw it today. Where was it again? You're not from Vagard, but you still want to freeze it in time. Where do you call home then? The king flinches. He does not answer. You shake your head and breathe out. An article about the king somewhere. If Mirabelle remembers it, you might have seen it somewhere too. Could it be somewhere in the house? Oh, Why are you so tall? Oh, quite honestly, it just happened. It just happened? How? After I fully accepted the power at my disposal, I found myself like this, towering over everyone. But I do not mind. I can see very far in this body. I can even see... asked the king. What can you see? Why call yourself king? Oh, I have decided my will is more than just the will of Vaugarde. Vaugarde doesn't know. No one that I am doing needs to be done. They do not understand. Someone who selfishly does what needs to be done against the will of the people. In Vaugarde, such a person can only be called a king. So you know that what you're doing is wrong. That no one wants to be frozen in time. Against the will of the people. Yes, against the will of the universe. No, it is not wrong. Our will is not wrong. I just want Vaugarde to stay like this. Forever. 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 Oh? Was it always this easy to fight the king? Throw the bomb! Bomb time! Bomb time! What the? You throw the bomb? Nice. Crab, yeah! Yes! Take that, king! That felt satisfying. Whoa, what? Did I mess up? King. What am I supposed to remember? Bright One, as you lay there dying, what do you see? The ceiling. You hear Isabelle laugh tiredly. Hearing it, you laugh too. Oh. So, even death will not bring it back. I knew it. I knew this, and yet... Oh. The king strikes. Managed to kill the king properly this time. Can't go back. Fine, whatever. I managed to properly do that fight this time. I was messing up some of those like big attacks. Let's try this a bit more properly. There are times to charm, isn't it? If you talk to the head housemaiden, will the loop break? And will you loop back once more? But you managed to beat the king, didn't you? Together with your family? You didn't think helping them the day before would amount to anything, but time changed a little, didn't it? Even if it wasn't much, it changed. It changed. You know them now. Your family. Isn't it just like the books Bonbon reads? Friendship fixes everything, and so if you talk to everyone again, talk to the head housemaiden again, maybe something will change too. I don't know. You should talk to everyone. You should, yes, but I don't know. I don't think it's that easy, is it? I never said thank you. You saved me that time, against the sadness, and you saved me when we met. You're the one who saw me back then, right? When I was walking? When you first met Bonnie forever ago. Bonnie was out of it. They'd been walking away from the village for days when you saw them, crying, barely hanging on, walking to escape the slowly encroaching king's curse. They fainted as soon as you got to their side. I was really tired then, so I don't remember well. But you saw me, right? You made everyone notice I was there, and I never said thank you for that. Or for protecting me. So, thanks, stupid! Bonnie runs into you, pressing their face against your left side. Their arms are still at their side, though. Is that a hug? Without raising your arms, you gently lean back against them. I'll miss you, friend. I know you'll leave soon, but, you should come by Bambusha one day, so you can meet my sister. So I can say, that's Friend. They helped me a bunch. They're really cool. So come and see me sometime, yeah? Promise? Yeah. I'll come by. Yay! I'll be waiting for you, friend. Bonnie smiles at you. Hi, Seafriend. I know you may be tired of hearing this by now, but I'm glad we talked yesterday. I've always thought change was about changing yourself and only yourself. If I couldn't be how I thought I had to be, clearly the fault was mine, you know? It's my responsibility to change, even if I don't want to. That's what I thought, at least. But if even you, Siffrin, can understand what I'm going through, if you're the same, even in a small way, then I must believe that I'm not the only one feeling this way about the change belief either. And if I'm not the only one feeling restricted by the change belief, if there's more people out there feeling the same as I do, then shouldn't the belief change instead of us? I have a lot ahead of me still, but I never would have realized this without you, Siffrin. So whenever you're done traveling, or you'd like to stay someplace for a little bit, maybe think about coming to visit Dormont, just to say hi? But you don't have to, it's just an idea. I'd like that, Mirabelle. Oh, I'm glad we're friends, Siffrin. Don't forget about me on your journey, okay? Mirabelle smiles at you happily. Well, we did it. We won. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop indeed. It was fun, traveling with everyone. I will miss it. I suppose everyone will go back to their homes now. Mirabelle will probably stay here. Isabelle will probably go back to Hovent. And we'll ask someone to accompany Bonnie back to Bambouche. And what about you, Siffrin? Will you be going back home? Odile. Why not say it in the end? I can never go back home. Oh. Why not? You look away. No. Sorry, this isn't any of my business. But no home at all. I never knew. I'm sorry. You keep looking away. I'll probably be going back to Kabul soon. Our paths will diverge soon. But if you ever come towards Kabul, please come by and say hello, won't you? Don't be a stranger, Siffrin. You nod. Let's at least eat together tonight, Odile smiles at you gently. Sif, we did it! We beat the king! You wanted to tell me something? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, so the thing I said I would tell you is Isabelle stares at you thoughtfully. Never mind. Huh? What is it? Nah, doesn't really matter that much. I really want us to have a feelings talk about your feelings before we go our separate ways. And I can always tell you my thing after that. So never mind. Sorry. I'll tell you later. But you could tell me your thing now. Is Isabelle trying to avoid responsibility on their part, or do they genuinely feel this way? Wow, you're really curious about it, huh? But no, I will not say a thing. Oh, but I will say something, though. I'm glad we're friends, Siffrin. Oh. Somehow you feel a little let down that he didn't try the usual thing. But I'm glad we're friends too, Isa. Oh crap, I think I might cry. We're friends. You're friends. Isabelle's cheeks are dark. You sure as yours are too. You both smile. I hope that you'll at least visit sometime, Sif. Our journey is over, but don't be a stranger, okay? You nod. Isabelle smiles at you bashfully. I think that is everyone that I can talk to in this moment, right? That's the sun. Outside. Oh, it's outside. It's such a beautiful sight, this whole place. I'm kind of scared to talk to you. I feel like I know what's going to happen and I already don't like it. The head housemaiden. If everyone is saying something different now, if everyone's talking to you, really seeing you, then wouldn't the head housemaid say something different now too? Things changed before, can't they change now? Maybe... Hello, traveling one. Are you done talking with your companions? Yes, wonderful. Oh, I'd like to thank you for accompanying young Mirabelle this far. I'm very grateful. Siffrin, yes? If there's anything I can do to thank you, please don't hesitate to let me know. Oh. I know you'll soon go back to your travels soon, but I do hope... of course. Of course. Stupid. No matter what, know that Dormont will always be open to you. Please come back any... time. Ugh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Power of friendship, huh? Why would it ever happen before change anything now? Because you're loved now? You were saved? Is that what you thought? Stupid, stupid, stupid. You try and breathe. Oh. Siffrin. It's fine. It's just the end again. It's the same. I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. You'll be going back to when everything started. See, you already know what will happen after that. If you know what happens next, it means you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Siffrin? Oh! Something wrong? You turn your head. Odile is looking right at you. You can't shift your expression fast enough. Oh, snap. Siffrin? Oh no, what is it? Is everything okay? Head housemaiden, is something the matter? I can't fix it on my own, not before it all ends. Only I had noticed sooner. Huh? What's happening? Friend? You can't move. You're frozen. Siffrin, what's... Ugh! Something happening? Oh, they're getting affected too. The air around us. It feels like... My head hurts. It's my fault that you had to suffer like this. Siffrin! They're all running, reaching towards you. Friend, come back! Something's wrong! You have to move. Siffrin! Just move. I just hope that one day you can catch Isabeau's hand. Siffrin! You might learn. You take a step forward to forgive, and then oh no! They did notice this time though. You open your eyes, hand already reaching out to nothing. Stupid. You press your palms against your eyes and laugh. You really believed it. Stupid. You really thought that this was it. You really thought helping them would save you. If you helped them, if you were loved, if it had to save you, didn't it? Friendship would save you, wouldn't it? It was different, but not enough to save you. And now, Mirabelle's back to feeling awful and out of place. Isabelle won't remember the night you spent under the stars. Odile is still hiding everything about herself. Bonbon is back to Bonnie, is back to hating you. And you're back here. That's what you get for hoping. That's what you deserve. Oh, Mirabelle will be here soon, won't she? Just breathe, Siffrin. Power of friendship didn't work. It's fine. All you can do is try something else now. It's fine that it didn't work. It's fine that they don't remember. It's all fine that everything that just happened has been reset. It's totally fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Back to the stage. You got a memory of family. You'll always remember this. When equipped, memory of family doubles everyone's XP gained in battle, except for yours. I figured that nothing would really change. I didn't really think In Stars and Time was really one to do the whole power of friendship. I feel really bad for Seafriend for this whole situation. It really does suck. Well, now I'm a little lost. What do I do now? I feel like, okay, I will try and make sure I go through everything again, and I mean everything, including all the friend quests. You guys don't need to see that. I don't mind going through it again. I might see something different, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. But, oh gosh, at least right this second, I don't know. I feel really bad. Sorry, Gosh, I feel like I don't really have much to really say in an instance like this. Maybe you're not putting enough into it though, so instead, maybe you should... You look at all the statues, looking at each of them carefully. This one, you tap the one you like the most on the head and breathe. You breathe in and out. Crouching down, you whisper to the statue and ask for speed. Your hand still on the statue, you whisper speed, speed, speed. You want you and your family members to be fast enough to attack first. It's what you want. You actually feel a little faster. You do some side steps and can tell they come easier than usual. Oh. Do you know any hidden rooms in the house? Hidden rooms. Oh, it's not really hidden, but you might see a bunch of holes in the walls and rubble around them too. Honestly, we've been trying to fix those. Some are water damage, some are accidents, some are, scientific explosions. But I have heard of one of those holes actually leads to some old blocked off hallway. You should keep a lookout for holes in the wall and rubble, you suppose. Yeah, I guess so. May the change god protect you. You watch his hand get closer to you again. Maybe this time, closer. Closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder and goes back to his side. That was funny. I'm gonna go soon so you could do your thing with the tree, but you want to talk before I go? Welcome back, Stardust. Power of love didn't cut it, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping this could be it somehow. But at least you found out more about your party, didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? What is it all good for if they'll all forget it in the next loop? Yeah, but... For once, Loop seems to be at a loss for words. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna help you on this wonderful new loop. What should I do now? So you found out more about Tinecraft, and the head housemaiden just repeated everything when you saw her. What else could you do to find out more about the loops? Maybe you could talk to someone whose name is Loop, huh? Do I really need to help them again? Do you want to help them again? Yes, of course. Well, you can help them again if you want, but you don't really need to. They'll do just fine without you, you know? Who knows who do you think you are? Their savior? Silly. If you do help them, you can just zone out and fast forward to it if you get bored. And you still get a nice skill for them out of it. I pity them though. I wonder if they think you're doing this out of obligation. Or worse, just because it makes your life easier. Jeez. Hold up! Me! I want to chat! Say, you've been carrying that silver coin for a while, haven't you? The one in your pockets, I mean. That was before you started looping, yes. I don't know, I'm mentioning it because it is just so weird for you to be the only thing you had in your pockets. Only a silver coin. What's the deal with it, I wonder? It's just a coin. Is that so? It is so. You just like to twirl it, flip it, or interact with it every once in a while. Uh-huh. So it's not secretly made of gold? Or it doesn't have anything hidden inside a secret box? Or does it even open some secret door if you press on it real hard? No, but... Pretty pathetic to be carrying it around with you this whole time, though. Jeez. Mirabelle's statue. You went to Mirabelle's statue. I saw that. I wanted to ask you about it. I couldn't see you very well. I saw you go to the statue and ask your housemaiden to touch it. And then poof, nothing. I think you were talking to someone? Yeah, the change god. What? You tell Loop about how you and Mirabelle talked to the change god. Well, putting aside the change god knows you're looping and thinks it's funny to watch aside. It's so nice that the change god talked to your housemaiden. She was thinking she was a bad believer because she doesn't feel romantic or sexual attraction. Isn't it nice to know some god out there doesn't care about that sort of thing? Especially the change god. Kind of freeing. Your housemaiden got some closure. Even if she doesn't remember. You nod. So they think it's funny, huh? Oh, dang. Loop takes personal offense to that, huh? Loop swears under their breath. You're angry too, but you just breathe and move on. Well, neat. That's neat. And I guess that's the end of that. Oh. Things are not looking good at all. So, hi guys. I decided to head a little bit forward. We're now on the first floor of the castle. I was going to equip that one memory, already forgetting the name of it, that gives me a bit more of those like tier things when I'm done. Because I'm probably going to be jumping back and forth while I figure some things out first and foremost. Victory is meaningless, but it still feels good. I feel like in real time, we're watching Siffrin's entire mental just completely wither apart. Does that make sense? I feel like the very foundation of Siffrin is like slowly being withered away. We're even seeing it. We're seeing it in the UI. We're seeing it in the splash text. We're seeing it in their mannerisms. Even like people in Valgard were starting to react negatively as well. I think Odile is catching on as well. Well, provided without the time loop. There is a big part of me that is genuinely worried about Siffrin. I don't know what's going to happen to Siffrin, and I'm very worried for them that like they're not gonna be okay. They're gonna be very, I don't know. It's interesting that this is the approach they're taking, I suppose, that they're they're literally showing what happens when you just get whittled down by an infinite time loop. I feel like so many shows and stuff usually try to ignore this part, I feel, but this one, like, in Stars in Time is not pulling any punches, and I feel really bad for Siffrin, and I'm curious to see also what's going to happen next. Who? Siffrin is now level 66 and learned the craft skill Regenerate? I'm assuming it's a heal ability? For 3 turns, a family member regenerates 10% of HP every 5 turns. Ooh, that's great. Sif, did something happen? What? What do you mean? Did you drink a special tonic or something? You seem, well, so graceful, right? I knew I wasn't imagining it. You're walking in a cool way, like a dancer or something. You usually feel like a tiny fennec fox, but you feel more like a panther right now. And the way you defeated the last few sadnesses we've seen, that was impressive. Whoa! It's time to get serious, you know? It's time to get serious. I will show the king my true power. I will show them. And then no one will ever make fun of me again for being barely taller than a preteen. I'm the same height as you, Mira. Oh. Mira looks at you in her heeled shoes, then at her flat boots. Is that so? Ah! Youch! Yeah, Belle! Hit him where it hurts! Youch! Are you really moving differently, though? Faster? More silently? Come to think of it, your family members do feel slower to you now. Clumsier. How long have you been in there compared to them? Oh, God. See, I called it. I told you. Eventually, they're going to catch on. If the game is going the way I'm going, they're literally going to start pointing out that I'm stronger and or faster than them. And some various different newspaper articles about the king. You never looked at them very closely before, have you? Take a step forward. Oh, so many articles about the king. His conquest was slow enough that the Valgardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write them now. You all start reading random articles. This article is about his slow march to Dormont's house. This one is about him probably being from another country than Valgard. Huh? He really isn't Valgardian then? Oh, apparently not. This article says there's no record of him anywhere, up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. Looks like he lived in the city of Corbox for a few years before he became the king. So he was a traveler, like Frinandile. Please don't compare us to him, thank you. That's right. He did talk about Valgardians before. The way he phrased it, it did seem like he thought of Valgardians as people other than himself. And he said he thought of Valgard as welcoming. Always willing to welcome people in, even someone with no name, no home to speak of. You should go and ask the king where he's from later. Oh, this article is about his fashion sense. Huh? From what I've heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle. This article is more about his armor, actually. They even included a sketch, look. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Well, it's very shiny, I suppose. Very imposing. There's something that caught your attention, though. The patterns on his chest and gauntlets, you mean? It's just a weird losange. What's so weird about that? Those are stars. Stars? What's a star? The dots in the sky, correct? You guys really don't know about that? You nod. Is that so? Oh, this article here does not mention his speech mannerisms. Oh, this article here does mention his speech mannerisms, sorry. Stars and sky-related things seem to be something he comes back to often. Stars, huh? What could be interesting about them? Stars. Is there somewhere in the house where you could find out more about them? The star door! You know, usually I'd be worried about this, but Sif doesn't seem worried at all. He smiled at Isabeau. Oh. Yeah? Oh, I feel really bad. Isabeau probably was... Could you imagine I know that we're about to loop, but can you imagine the last few seconds of like seeing your friend do something that's a certain death? Oh, it's been 1, 2, 3. You just passed your 20th loop. 20. Is that a lot or too little still? Back to it. I got an achievement for that. It's not popping up for me. It's supposed to. You guys can very faintly see it in the bottom corner there. I don't know. For some reason, Stars in Time has been very broken on the Steam overlay side of things, but the game has been functioning basically fine. Oh, where are you from? Ooh. The king looks straight at you. What about you, bright one? Where are you from? You flinch. Oh. You do not answer. You cannot answer. You hear the king laugh. Ask the king. Oh. Can I not say it? Oh, geez. Am I not able to say it at all? Before you forget, though, can we group up after I speak to the head housemaiden? Oh, would you be okay with it? I'd love to. You should make sure to talk to everyone before talking to Isabeau. Sure. Ooh. I kind of want to say, I mean, I don't want to be mean to my friends, but also I kind of want to know what happens to do your fake research. Oh, so you figured it out, did you? Don't tell anyone. I'd like to see Isabeau try to figure it out for a little longer. I'm very excited to hear what he comes up with next. Boonology? Bananology? Yeah, you got this. Bananology would be quite appealing. I'll miss you, Seafriend. You're a little strange, but you're a good kid. Maybe try letting down your walls every once in a while, huh? And come to Kaboo anytime. Maybe we'll meet again during your travels. Seafaroni, Seafriend. Are you both finished? Please wrap it up so we can go. There's so much we have to do before we can go back to our lives. You two can talk later, okay? Oh, Gems, did I interrupt? It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Are you sure? No problem. Don't worry about it. Has to be a better moment later. Better moment then. Saving the country. Oh. Anyway, Sif, I'm glad this is over. Can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're in Ner Hovit. You nod. Do you even see me? Am I real to you right now? Real? What do you... Oh, she said something slightly different. Oh, no. You sigh. It's fine. She isn't real to you right now either. You wait for her to finish. I'm not gonna lie, there's a really dark part of me. This is really dark, but I'm like, what if we just stab her? Mirabelle will never forgive us. Our friends will probably never forgive us. But if we're gonna loop anyways, should we try every option? Hi, Issa, I need to do the favorite tree thing. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way then, aren't I? I get out of your hair. See you at the clock tower. Oh, I feel really bad doing that. Hi, Stardust. So, got any theories about the loops I'm trapped in? Why would I? Your name is literally Loop. Oh, stars above it is. But just because I call myself Loop doesn't mean I know anything. I'm just bad at names. But I'll see what I can do. What's your question? Do you know anything that could help? Such a broad question, Stardust. As I told you before, I know as much as you do right now. How can that be? What do you mean? Aren't you here to help me? Why don't you know more about the loops you're supposed to help me with? Are you hiding something? Don't you tee me. Aww. I still don't have a good answer for you, Stardust. Isn't it already nice that you have me to talk about those loops? You could be alone, stuck with only your tiny brain for company with no one to talk to. Okay. Well, why don't we summarize what we know about those loops? We might find something out. You sigh and nod. Nothing better to do, you suppose. So, you're currently stuck in a time loop for some unknown reason. The loop starts when you wake up in Dormont and seems to end when you talk to the head housemaiden. Unless I die first or touch a tear. Yes, maybe the loop considering getting frozen in time by those tears a sort of death? But why aren't you looping back when you get frozen in battle? Huh? Isn't it because I thought the tears work differently than actual time freeze skill? Is that so? Good point! Well, you're the one getting frozen, so you'd know. So you'd loop if something keeps you from advancing in some way. I wonder if other things could count as keeping you from advancing. Like what? Like, what if it cut off your legs? Would you immediately loop back? Gosh, that's dark, but I was kind of thinking that. You can't advance if you have no legs, right? I'd rather not test that one. Aww, but understandable. But it is interesting though. What makes the loops actually loop? Maybe. Does the loop consider talking to the head housemaiden something that keeps you from advancing somehow? Oh, maybe, but what would advancing even mean then? Towards that goal? Is there something that happens when you talk to the head housemaiden that makes a certain goal impossible to accomplish? That's a good point. Avoiding the head housemaiden is also a totally viable option. Well, viable until proven otherwise option. I don't want to kill her. I just wonder if removing her from the equation rather is an option here. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want to murder someone just for the sake of figuring things out. That is remarkably evil. Unless it really does come to that, then we have a lot of explaining to do when it comes to everyone. Oh gosh, I feel like if we start attacking the head housemaiden, like Mirabelle and the others are going to attack me, like Siegfried me, and it's going to be a really depressing fight. Like a really depressing fight. As you found out, all this might be the work of Timecraft, a power that should be impossible to use. But you and the king are somehow able to manipulate it. But am I manipulating Timecraft if I can't control it? But you can, can't you? You can more or less control where you come back. Except when you talk to the head housemaiden, it seems, which brings you back to the start. Just being able to loop back in time to avoid death might count as you being able to use Timecraft. But if Timecraft is supposed to be too dangerous to even use, how did I get that power? And how can you break the loop for good? Yes, those are the big questions, aren't they? I do wonder about the limitations of your powers still. What makes you actually loop? Somehow I feel like finding out more about that would be useful. Stardust, we've been talking for a while, so maybe not right now, but when you have some time, will you hang out with me for a bit? Huh? Hang out? I have a theory I'd like to test, and we haven't spent any time together, Stardust. I'm lonely. I want to have a long conversation with someone. Anyone. I want to hang out. Ugh. Again, it doesn't have to be right now. Our little hangout time might last a while. Maybe even longer than the rest of the day. I'm sure you had plans for this loop, so I can wait until you have time. Okay? A theory Loop would like to test about the loops. It might be useful. You should talk to Loop and hang out with them when you have time then. Yay! I'll be waiting, Stardust. In the meantime, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Can we hang out now? Oh! Our theory hangout, yes! But we can't actually hang out right now. It'd be pretty useless. So how about you come back here early tomorrow after you're done acting things out at the clock tower? Wait, you want me to sneak out? And spend the loop with me, yes! But you always go to the house after the clock tower. If you're not there, what will everyone do? What will everyone think? Does it matter what they think? Don't forget it all in your next loop after all. I feel like it matters. Whether or not they figure out that they've been in a time loop and Secret has been the only one aware, I feel like it's a source of sanity, I want to say. How do you know you're still mentally okay if you start doing more and more sadistic things, all in the attempt of experimenting with loops? I don't know. But at the same time, you probably won't be able to find a way out unless you experiment. So it's like, means to an end. Would it be crazy to say that this is a tricky situation? It matters. So you won't do it? You won't come and hang out with little old me? No, I'll come, yeah. Neat. I'll see you soon then. You nod. You spend the rest of the night with everyone. Early in the morning, while everyone is still asleep, you quietly slip away and head to the favor tree. But you can't see Loop anywhere. Up here, Stardust, up here. Up there? Did Loop go back to their home or something? You look up. Loop is waving at you from the top of the tree. I'm here! I'm here! Come and join me, Stardust. How? Oh, come on. Just climb the tree. I know you can do it. You sigh and climb the tree. Ah, isn't it pretty, Stardust? We're so high up. You are. You can see the house from here, or from there. Everyone will be inside the house soon. You try not to think about it. Well, can they even progress with you? They don't have your orb, whatever. Thank you for coming to today's Loop Hangout. If you hang out with me, it'll take some time and... well, you know how this goes. I sure do. I haven't actually prepared anything to talk about. So, tell me about yourself, Stardust. Really? I'd rather not. Huh? Why not? Don't you already know me? It just feels like it. You know too much about me. You knew my name, you know how I think. You knew me before we even met, didn't you? Kind of. Kind of? Do I know you? Oh, no, you don't know me. Don't worry, your memory isn't failing you this time. When we met under the favorite tree, that was the very first time we've ever seen each other. Is that so? So then, is that why you're helping me? Because you know me? Oh, not really. When I decided to help you, you were not a factor in the slightest. You are now, I suppose, but doesn't that mean you actually believe me? When I say I'm here to help, you don't think I'm lying, and I'm actually the one trapping you here or whatever? You really believe that I'm here to help you? I'm honestly not sure. Loop is too mysterious. And so there's a part of me that's conflicted. I'm not sure what to say. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of... well, I would be, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of like gotcha plot twist where like Loop was actually responsible for this the whole time, and in order to like get out of the situation, we would have to like defeat Loop. But it's like one of those like keep your friends closer and your enemies closer kind of situation where you tell Seafriend this, but then Seafriend is like, well, what do I do with this information? Kind of like a, what? How did that song go? Like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So I can't remember how the song goes, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Honestly, no response. Yes, that's it. I knew it. You don't believe me at all. I don't mind, Stardust. I wouldn't believe myself either if I was in your place. But it's fine. Whether you believe me or not, I'm here to help you. So you can escape this loop. So you believe it's possible for me to escape? Of course. Why would I be here otherwise? I'm trapped here with you, after all. I want to escape just as much as you do. I know how it feels, you know, to be stuck somewhere with no hope of escape, forced to relive the exact same events over and over, taking any deviation as a sign that things are finally going to change, that everything will be okay, and finding yourself trapped still. Look at me, talking and talking. Don't pay attention to me. I'm doing fine. Loop laughs sadly and looks at the house in the distance. Tell me about yourself, Loop. I'd rather not. Loop winks and blows you a kiss. Despite yourself, you laugh. You hear Loop laugh softly as well. Say, Stardust, that reminds me. I can't believe your first death was being crushed by that very first trap. How embarrassing. Hey. You and Loop animatedly talk about the different things you've done during your loop. It's nice to be able to talk about them with someone. You talk and talk until the sun has risen high above you in the sky. It'll happen soon now. What will? The theory crafting part of our hangout session, of course. You open your mouth to ask and then my eyes. You heard a horrible sound. Your head. You saw something. I'm glad you decided to spend some time with me, Stardust. I'm sorry it's going to end with this. What? I thought maybe it wouldn't happen, but... See that light in the distance? It's from the king's floor. I see it every time you get far enough to fight him. His first attack. The king's first attack? How long have you been talking to Loop? Who was the king attacking? Who was he? The king doesn't attack or do anything until you get to him. He would only attack if someone... I can feel it every time. Whenever he does, it makes you see something, doesn't it? Something awful. Something so terrible that it's enough to bring anyone close enough to their knees. Stars, I wonder who he attacked. You can't even hear Loop speak. Your friends. They were against the king just now. You know how to survive his first attack. You found out, but... You hear someone cry out. You look at Loop. Oh. Loop is just looking at you. Not saying anything. There's no pity in their gaze. No sadness. There's some slight impatience, like, did you figure it out yet? Did you figure out what made the king attack just now? There's only one answer, Stardust. Just figure it out already so we can move on. Who was the king fighting? Who did the king just kill? Did you figure it out yet? Did you? You start screaming. It's because you weren't there! They died because you weren't there! They're gone because you weren't there! You clutch your head, your hair, your stomach because you weren't there! Because of you, they're gone! They're gone! Because of you, 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 because of... You stumble and fall to your knees. You breathe harshly in and out. It's not working. You can't take a full breath and hit the ground with your fist. Why? Loop does not answer. Did you know this would happen? Which part? You looping back or your party dying? I had a suspicion about the former. I was certain about the latter. You! Loop is looking straight at you. They don't even seem to care that you drew out your dagger. Somehow, this calms you down. If I tell you to breathe, will you? You. You breathe slowly in and out. What was that for? For funsies, of course. Take a step forward. And because I was curious to know how the loops work. Aren't you? How the loops work? Look how that just happened. How could what just happened teach you anything about the loops? Think, Stardust. Why did you loop back just now? Huh? Because the king won, isn't it? Why would the king winning make you loop? You don't immediately loop back when the second you and your party lose, don't you? Don't you? I kinda do, though. No, Stardust. You loop when you die. No, it takes a little bit. You loop when you die, Stardust. The fact that the king wins is irrelevant. But you didn't just die now. But you didn't die just now, did you? So why did you loop? But it's the same with the head housemaiden. You don't die when you talk to her, So what makes you loop? You loop when the head houseband talks to you, and you loop just now. Why? Don't you think this would be important to figure out? Loop's right. There have been other times you loop back without dying too. But what could be the reason? I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to spend time with you. We never got the opportunity to really talk after all. But yes, I figured this would happen. I won't say sorry, so you can stop waiting for it. You don't answer. Loop. Well, it looks like that's all you can find out about the loops for now. But you can still find some more about the king, can't you? I'll be ready to help you out next loop. But for now, I think we both need some time. Come back next loop, Stardust. You just walk away. You don't want to talk to Loop right now. Yeah, fair, I guess. Jeez. That does beg a very good question. Like, I'm not sure what exactly is making us loop. And there's obviously some things that we can affect that are affecting, like, our world, I want to say. Like, for example, like the stylish bow and those, and like the rapier and stuff that we can get. That's very much just handled. There are items that we can get. How exactly do the memories work? There's so many layers that are happening here that I feel like even now we still have yet to really scratch the surface. And that's not even getting to like other aspects of the game. I tried talking to all of my friends and I haven't really gotten a response from anybody just yet. I know what's wrong with it. Oh, what's wrong with it? It has a parasite. A parasite? What kind? The shiny, annoying kind. So a firefly has taken over the tree. You nod. That is weird. Sure is. Huh. Nope. Okay, let me know if you need anything, Kay? I tried talking to everyone I know, but so far, nothing has really changed. Gosh, I mean, okay, so Loop said that I should try to find out more about the king, right? And that's basically it. That's all I can really do. So I guess one more time, we'll be right back. I got a banana to slip on. You feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Must not have been important. Did I forget something? Oh no. Hold on. Something else I forgot to do last time that I'm going to try and mend right now. You purposefully trip on a small rock. Ha! Whoa, you okay, Sif? You give a thumbs up. You're clumsy and not at all threatening and overpowered compared to them. Oh. I don't think this is something you can very easily just get out of. I think they're gonna catch on regardless. I'm sorry, Seafriend. Not when you're one-shotting everything. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Whoa! Where are we? There's a big window over there, see? What? Was there a room like this in the house? Yeah, I remember. Someone was working here, studying. They look like... Sorry, I can't remember. That's in the sky, though. That's stars! Those are stars, right? Stars, like the king's armor. Indeed. We should look around. Good news, there's no key or knife in here, Stardust. Is that good news? Star chart. Oh gosh, I would love to go to an observatory at some point. Pile of paper, something is written on them. Looks like a child tried to write down their first word. That sure is some awful handwriting. And a determined child. Looks like they tried to write the same word on all those papers. Oh, geez. So this is completely a dead end, so we gotta skedaddle the moment we're done here. But while we're in here, There's a book in Kabuin open on the table. You all look at Odile. Help! A Kabuin book here in Vaugarde. How rare. The title translates to Colors Through Time. It seems to be an essay about color theory. Color theory. What's a color? We don't have time for this. Yeah, you don't really care. You can go and reread the book about colors in the secret library if you're still curious. Jeez. I kind of don't like how dismissive Siffrin's becoming. I mean, I get it, but it's still... Some books, just looking at them gives you a headache. A world globe. We are here! Isabelle points to where you are, on the lower half of the globe. Vaugarde, the land of change. Kaboo is here. Odile points to a big country far from Vaugarde. Kaboo, a country you visited at least once. And Babouche is here! Bonnie points to a spot almost on the edge of Vaugarde. You look away from the globe. You see a spot on the globe where the paint has started wearing out, like someone kept dragging their finger on it. You drag your finger there too. Erased. You almost want to look for the lightless paint. What's this drawing for? This looks pretty good. Not really. It's just doing dots on lightless paper. I could do that. The dots on the map look like the sky we can see through the window. Could it be some kind of drawing of the stars? A map of the stars? But what for? You gently touch the map. For some reason, you feel empty. Oh, you don't remember any of these. Sure is a pillar. The telescope. It's dusty. What's that? Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's a telescope. Think you watch the sky with it? Like clouds? Like stars, I think. During the night, since they're not here during the day. Stars. Boring. A big window. Stars! But don't they only appear at night? We left early in the morning, so it should still be light outside. I've heard it's always nighttime near the king. Maybe this is his influence? It was dark around the house yesterday too, remember? The stars. Stars, like the king's armor. Stars, like the king keeps mentioning. Stars, like... You should remember them. Something in you tells you should. Every time you raise your head and look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done before. Dozens, hundreds, thousands of times. But you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you were even trying to see looking up at them. The king. Every time he faces you, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is not something you're very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're a very forgetful person, after all. I'm wondering... Nah, I'll hold my tongue for now. I have a theory that's kind of clicking in my head, but it's a bit of a stretch. You can't remember basic items. You forget where you're going half the time. You can barely remember people's names. You've noticed you're starting to forget whole loops. Yeah, that happened earlier. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that happened before... You breathe out and unclench your fist. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much now, does it? A little bit, yeah, this is important. The king. Does he want you to remember something? Does he... You should go and ask the king what he wants you to remember later. Sif? You okay? Lost in thought, Siffrin? You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. I'm starting to wonder... Oh gosh, I don't know. I would dare say that I am not cooking. What's the opposite of cooking? I am heavily theorizing right now, but there's so much forgetfulness happening here, both with Siffrin and like what the king asking to remember. I'm wondering if this has anything to do with that one place that everyone forgot, maybe? What should I remember? Every single time you face him, he asks if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know. Should remember. But, does it really matter, Siffrin? He could just be trying to confuse you. Yeah, speaking of riddles to Friend. Stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything. But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten? Forgotten? Oh, bright one, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole that it has left behind? If not what used to fill it? Don't you feel it? Its absence? What the crap is he? All of it! You've forgotten it all, bright one. They've all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell everything from your accent to the way you use crab to the stitching on your cloak and hat to the pins you wear. You should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember. Right one, please, please. Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. Please. If you can remember, then maybe. What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten? I haven't forgotten anything, stupid! Sif? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone has, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it has left behind. Something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed, haven't they? Ask the king. Ooh. Oh, I don't think I can ask anything else. Shoot. This is about that missing place, isn't it? The one that no one can name. You remember Mirabelle's face. Even faced with her own end, she was looking straight at the king. Unbroken, even then. The king must hate that every time. Back to it. So I've been hopping around from floor to floor. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Don't show the achievement right now. What? I don't. Wait. Ah! I was going to say something. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. That really freaked me out for a second. Let's backpedal for a second. So what essentially, no. What I was going to say was, I've been hopping around from floor to floor, just walking around trying to figure out things. And I'm trying to look around to see if I can figure out stuff. I feel like we're onto something. And so I came here and then that happened and that completely shot my entire line of thought process. And, oh gosh. Okay, I'm okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, the name of this country. You tried to remember. Remember. Only silence answers you. Is this what the king wanted you to remember? Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. You can't say it. You don't even want to try, but... You turn to Isabeau. But can you try and say it anyway? But why? It's just gonna give me a headache. Isabeau looks at you. Something about your expression makes him reconsider. Well, sure, Sif. I'll say it. The country's name was... You know, I had it before, but now that I'm actively trying to remember it, nothing comes to mind? Huh, is that so? You're dumb, Zuh. I know it. It's... What? But... Wait. Huh? What? Can't remember it either, yeah? When you asked me, answering you felt automatic, like if you asked me what 1 + 1 makes. But trying to remember it now is more like calculating 72 times 89. That's 6,408. I have a brain and I know how to use it. What? Isabeau! No, I felt were like asking me to remember my first steps. How can I remember that? I can't remember that. How can you expect me to remember that? What a terrible analogy. But I can't seem to remember it either. I'm sorry. I'm taken up by Isabel being like, oh wait, I know that one. Anyways. I can't seem to remember it either. But when we were talking about it, I could think clearly, but trying to remember it now, let alone say it. I can't remember the country itself either. I just remember it was an island north of Vagard, and it had a different belief than the change belief, didn't it? Something about the sky? You know, the universe. That's right, the universe. Oh yeah, like stars and stuff. We also know that people could remember the country clearly before, and my head is killing me. And we know that trying to remember stuff makes our brain hurt. Let's stop there. It'd be bad to fight the king with a raging migraine. Yeah, sorry we couldn't say it, Sif. You don't respond. Who? Stars. So the king is from the country as well. The country no one can remember. Your country. You're from there! The country you were born and raised in, spent your entire childhood. And yet, even now, thinking about it, what it may have looked like, you can't even imagine it. For a long time now, you haven't been able to remember anything about it. You forget it even exists half the time. Anything linked to that country has just stopped existing for you. Your childhood, your parents, your life, your language, your culture, your faith, the stars, the constellations, the universe. It's all gone, forgotten. The king. He was from there, you're sure of it. And then something happened, and the country disappeared without a trace, unable to be remembered by anyone. No one can remember what made everyone forget about its very existence. But something must have, right? But if it happened, if he's so attached to it, ask you to remember it every single time you see him. If he's so attached to that country, why would he be so obsessed with Vagard then? Why would he decide to freeze it all in time? You can't figure it out quite yet, but there must be something somewhere. Something that's similar to his goal. Something similar to his goal. It's not nearly the same as what Siffrin is going through. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I completely and wholeheartedly understand. But there is a part of me that can kind of understand memory problems. I hope that makes sense. Oh gosh. It's a bit of like it's a huge bag of worms to try and get into. But, oh man. It's a bit of a bag of, like a bigger bag of worms to kind of like get into right this very second. But I feel kind of like, oh gosh. I have had times where my memory has outright failed me. Just completely just gave out. And even to this day, it leaves me with this really distressed feeling where it's like, people will tell me about these things that happen, and maybe at best I can remember snippets of like the things that happened or what was said, but I always feel like I'm kind of fighting against myself. Something that I can very much feel and remember, but also I can't remember. It's very strange. It's very strange. And like I said, it's not one-to-one with what Siffrin's going through, but it's something that I can understand to some degree. Oh, you're glad to have the picture. It's proof. Proof that you're here on this journey. Proof that you were here with your family members. Proof that you loved them. Even if you forget, and you forget a lot, it's proof that you and your friends existed. Proof that you were happy. Proof that this moment happened. Perfectly frozen in time. Oh. Oh no! After the country was forgotten, the king was welcomed by Vagard, wasn't he? Welcomed and helped and loved, to the point where he sees Vagard as perfect. But no one knows why the country was forgotten. Was keeping Vagard from being forgotten the exact same way? Wasn't it his duty, as thanks for welcoming him, to make sure that the fate would never befall Vagard? What else could he do? But make sure this perfect country was preserved in amber forever. How could he ever let go? You understand the king more than you'd like to. Oh, that's dark. Ooh, but still you want to talk to him again. Yeah, I can do that. Ooh, gosh, that is... Okay, I get it, yeah. So, essentially the king wants to freeze Vaugarde like a pitcher. Perfect in time, perfect in that moment. For everybody. And I'm assuming including himself. Oh, gosh. God, that got way darker than I thought it was going to get. You clench and unclench your fist, not knowing to do it yourself. You try not to breathe too loudly. Sometimes you feel so much anger. Why do they not remember? Why are you the only one living like this? You're the only one living and knowing and experiencing the same moments over and over again. Why is it just you? Why shouldn't everyone feel this pain? Why should you be the only one stuck here when you've done nothing wrong? Is this some kind of curse? You've always felt awful about remembering, and now you have to live your life knowing you're the only one who remembers this time? Remembering every single moment, every single sentence, every single battle, wound, death, everyone unaware? You grab fistfuls of your hair and tug. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. You want it all to be over. This loop, this life. You're caught between a sequence of life and death and life again, going through the motions until next time the loop restarts. It's torture. Every second of it. And everyone is acting like nothing's wrong? Why do they get to ignore it? Get to keep acting like actors in a play they don't know the ending to? You hate them all. Your family members, the whole country, the whole world should know this pain. The whole world should suffer as you have suffered. Sometimes you understand a king more than you'd like to. You breathe out, trying to keep your anger close to your body. You'll shake from it, but it's fine. You dust yourself off and exit the bathroom. The more time goes on, the more I'm getting worried for Siffrin. Are we about to have like an entire heel turn here? I'm getting like genuinely kind of worried. Oh wait, it's there again! Look! Here! That really looks like Siffrin, doesn't it? Another one, huh? Another one? You've been seeing these ghosts, whatever they are, for a while, but they could see them too? This whole time? You can see them too? Yes? Of course? Yeah, we're friend copies. This whole time I think it was just my eyes, or my mind playing tricks on me. But, well, I'll go and say hi. Ugh. Me too. I want to see Weird Duck Friend. No, they can't. You get chills just looking at it. You don't know what they are. Maybe they're dangerous. Me 3. I'm curious. Me 4. Of course. You try to stop them, any of them, but you cannot go closer. Hey, Sif, buddy. Oh, this is creepy. Hello, other sea friend. Why are you here, weird friend? Why do you disappear sometimes? One question at a time, kids. We don't know if they can see. Oh, no. The ghost you disappeared. Everyone looks absolutely mortified. Oh, gosh. That was weird. What happened? Somebody say something. What happened? Why aren't they looking at you? What did it do? Did it have boils on its face or something? No, they just... Mirabelle started crying. What's wrong? Belle! Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. Hey, come on. It's okay. See, friend, you jump. You tell us if anything was wrong, right? Of course. So tell me what's wrong. All right, I'll be on explaining duty. Oh, I'm scared now. Isabelle takes you aside. It's fine. Nothing bad happened. Like Bonbon said, it was just weird is all. Weird? Did it do something? Well, he, okay, so that other thief was standing there, and we got closer, and it was strange, because he wasn't looking at us when we came to them, right? He was looking straight ahead, not moving. But as I called out to him, I could see he kind of startled, like he was surprised. And when we walked in front of us, they looked at us and they... What? Like... See, usually I'd be happy to see that, but here it was just, What? Let me speak, I'm trying to understand it too! First he looked surprised, and then he looked at us like he was so happy to see us he was going to cry. Even more when they seemed to realize we were all here. Oh, he looked at each of us, and their smile got bigger and bigger every time. Blissful. But it wasn't nice or happy or anything. It was just sad. Why would you look at us like that? The last sentence said under his breath. You're not sure you were meant to hear it. So that's why. It was just a little weird, that's all. And Mira's super stressed right now, so that's why she cried, you know? She'll be fine. We're all fine. Yeah? Not really, no! Sorry for earlier. I feel better now. Are you okay too, Siffrin? I gave Belle some snacks, so she's okay now. Let's put this behind us. That slowed us down. Let's get going. Let's get going? Let's get going? Are they just going to put it behind them? That you all see visions of yourself in the house? Reflections? Reflections that aren't you, that cry when they see them. They're fine with it? They're fine with it? They don't care? They don't... Oh. Ah. Look. We looped again. Here, that really looks like Siffrin, doesn't it? I don't see anything. There's nothing there. Huh? You don't see the... Nothing at all. Oh. Well, I feel like I saw something, but is the stress getting to us that badly? Let's get going. Oh. Reloads dagger. Moon's haunted. What? Reloads gun. Moon's haunted. Goes back in this. Okay, a lot of whiplash is happening here. That was scary. It was scary the first time. It was scary the second time. Friend looped again, just then. So, does it have to do with their emotional state, maybe? Like, I hate to say it, but there's a part of me that wonders, like, is the progression of Vaugarde dependent on Siffrin's suffering? So does Siffrin have to suffer eternally in order to achieve what they're hoping for? Ooh, where are you from? Will he say it if you ask? Can he say it? Someone asked you this exact question before and you couldn't answer. You couldn't say anything. You forgot it all. But where I'm from? Oh, Bright One. If you're asking with such a look in your eye, do you remember then? Can you see it? Can you picture it? Bright One, please, you can't. You have to remember. I know you can, we both can. We're the only ones present here who can. What? Siffrin, what is he talking about? Sif? Sif, are you okay? Bright One. No. You're trying, I can tell. But the knowledge keeps escaping you, doesn't it? Slipping through your fingers. It is the same for me. We have to try to remember, Bright One. I see flashes of it, of what was. The mountains, the sea, the lightless sand, dark like the night sky. Our country, Bright One. Our country, our home. We have to say it. We cannot let oblivion win. Our home. We can rebuild it together. Your power and mine. We just have to wish for it. We just have to ask. We just have to say its name. Oh. Oh, Ah! That was the first time we saw color! Ah! Steve? No, no, no. No, no, no. You heard it. He said it. He tried to say it. Your country's name, your home, your... No, no, it's gone. It's gone. He say it? Did he say it? All of it? Did he say it? You couldn't hear it. Can't remember it. Can't... What's happening? The king is attacking Siegfried. Everyone, protect him. Stop talking, king. Leave Friend alone. Steve, your head, it feels like it's splitting in two. Your country, your home. You can't remember it. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Gone from your past, gone from your mind, gone from the very planet you stand on and what was yours. It was yours. It was yours and it's gone and you can't even say its name. But if the king could, then maybe... Ooh. It got really scary all of a sudden. I had gotten so used to just being black and white. We actually saw color for once. God, that's scary. Say it. You have to say it. If he couldn't do it, maybe you can. Maybe you both can. Bright One, please, please. You inhale and try to grasp it. Grasp its name. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! No! Your throat, your head. It hurts, it hurts. You spit blood, you hack up, you have to get it out. Right One, I almost heard it. Please, again. Once again, we have to try. Together. Your entire body hurts. Say it! Your head is killing you, but you have to try, you have to. We have to stop the king. Siegfried, whatever he's telling you to say, stop. Friend! Siegfried! But you have to. What did they know anyway? What did they understand anyway? The pain of not remembering your whole blinding country. Your own home. The king is right. You have to get it back. You have to get it back. You inhale. Someone is screaming. You realize it's your own voice. Your throat feels raw. Your head feels like it's splitting in two. Your stomach feels like a black hole. Scent of sugar is all around you. So thick you almost gag on it. You can't onto anything anymore. But it's all gone! Ah! You cough. You cough until you can't move or even breathe anymore. Your throat hurts. You couldn't say it. What was the point anyway? What was the point of saying its name? What was the king thinking? It's gone. Your home is gone and has been for a long time. There's nothing you can do to bring it back. Doesn't the king see that? Doesn't he see that you have let it go? You start laughing. Will you ever take your own advice? You need to go back and talk to the king. One last time. Hey, Stardust. Takes you a lot of time, doesn't it, to loop back and talk to me? Sure does. It's fine. Is it? It's fine. Uh-huh. But, I wonder if... Yeah, that's a good idea. How about I teach you a special craft skill so you can talk to me whenever? A craft skill to talk to Loop, even when you're not near them. That seems impossible, only because you don't know the specific hand shape for it. Yes, Stardust. A fourth hand shape, so you can talk to me whenever. Are you interested? A fourth hand shape. If anyone would know about this, it'd be someone like Loop. You nod. Great. All right. Are you ready? You nod again. So take your hand and make a fist. You do so. Then you're going to raise your thumb and little finger. You raise thumb, raise little finger, and keeping your hand in that shape, you're going to put your hand next to your face with the thumb in your ear and oh, it's a phone hand. It's a phone! That's the secret handshake that no one knows about. Interesting. You never heard about this, but you have a bad memory. You may have just forgotten it. And then the very last step, there's more. There is Stardust. You just have to think very loudly, boy, I sure wish I could talk to Loop right now. Now that part just sounds silly. Yes, that's definitely the silly part of this ritual. And that's it. Now you can call me whenever. Well, mostly whenever. It might not work sometimes, especially if you get too far. And we won't be able to chat very long or anything, but you'll still need to come whenever you want to breather or need to chat. But now I can help you out and give you hints whenever. Or if you want me to put it another way, you just learned the skill Call Loop. You can call me anytime to get some precious hints. To call me, just go into your craft menu and select Call Loop. Easy as pie. Ow. All right. Now that you're here though, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? What do you think of my family members? Oh, I don't really think about them. I try not to even see them at all. Your fighter stands here for a while every time before you come talk to me, doesn't he? But I make sure not to look his way so he doesn't exist in my eyes. What would happen if they saw you? You might be able to see me if that's what you're asking. But I'm not going to be seen, so we'll never know. And what would happen if you saw them? Ooh, something terrible. Oh. Like? Plus, what would I care about them? I only care about you, Stardust. That's like Loop doesn't want to talk about them for some reason. The king is from your country, the one no one can remember. Nothing happened to this country to make it disappear even in people's minds. And he wants to freeze Vaugarde in time to make sure that, in a twisted way, it'd never be forgotten. What a blinding idiot. Loop. I have to talk to him one last time. The king is trying to remember our country, trying to keep Vaugarde from meeting the same fate. He's deluded, he can't bring it back, but you have to try. Just do whatever you want, Stardust. Have fun. Ooh. I wonder if the loops have something to do about that home country. So the reason, not so much specifically that the head houseband causes the loops, but after you finish the head houseband, there's nothing else left for you to do but go home. But since there's no home, it just breaks everything because there is no home. And so theoretically, potentially, maybe everyone is experiencing that, or at least people from that country trying to head home to a place that no longer exists. Maybe? All right, so hold on. What if I just like loop back to the king then, I guess? That's the only thing that Loop really pushed me towards, I feel. So I guess that's all I really can do, right? I'm gonna try and loop back to the king and see what happens. Hey, king. Let's stop fighting. Oh, that easy? See, friend? What are you? You don't need to fight anymore, do you? You understand what the king wants, how he feels. If only you can make him understand. We don't have to fight. We're looking for the same thing. I know, I understand why you're doing this, but this isn't the way to do it. We can protect this country another way. You don't need to freeze it forever. Do you really want it all to end? Let's just stop fighting. Leave this country be. We don't need to keep holding on to it. Let's just let it go. We have to let it go, King. Thoughts all around. Perhaps you are right, Bright One.
Huh? What?
Let us stop this battle. Let us talk to one another. As people from the same country. The king has stopped fighting you. You lower your dagger.
Siffrin! Is this it? You're gonna stop just like that?
Boniface.
You destroyed my home, froze my sister, froze all of the garden time, and you'll just stop just like that?
Oh, I will. I have fought for long enough, and I'm starting to realize that even if I did win, my victory would be short-lived.
Because you'd be frozen in time yourself, maybe? Stupid.
Perhaps, but if someone from my own country is the one asking, then didn't I listen? Oh. After all, only a fellow compatriot would understand my pain.
You said you and Siffrin are from the same country? We don't know where Fryn is from, so
what happened? King cries out. Oh, but that's the problem, isn't it? That what we'd like to know as well, isn't it? If I mention it, you might be able to remember it for a brief second. The fate of the island north of Agard. An island north of Agard? Is it perhaps the one we can't say the name of?
The one no one can remember anything about.
The very one.
That's where you're both from? So then what happened?
The king sobs. I suppose your story might be similar to mine, Bright One. One day, I just woke up on a beach on a coast north of Agard. I woke up slowly, as people sometimes do, expecting to remember where I was, what I was supposed to be doing that day. But nothing came to mind. And as I realized nothing came to mind, I also realized I could not remember a single thing. What was I doing here on this beach? What chores I had to do on that day? How I got here? Why I didn't recognize my surroundings, my past, my family, my name, the language I spoke, the alphabet I wrote with, the stars, the country's inhabitants, culture, beliefs, its very name. I could not remember anything. All because my memories, everything even slightly connected to the country I came from, just cannot be accessed easily anymore. And makes sense, doesn't it? No one on this planet can remember our home as it was. Most people from outside of it who have limited ties to it only forgot the country's existence. Maybe forgot a friend from there or a distant family member. But for someone who has ties to it, who was born there, lived in it, breathed it, day and night, it would be nothing to remember. It would just be emptiness. I was cut off from my very existence, my entire past, my entire identity, erased. Memories make up the core of who we are, don't they? They're proof that we existed, that we are real. Can you be certain of anything if you do not remember how you learned it? And if you do not remember your past, if you only know that it has been erased from your memory because something happened to your home, and if something happened but no one remembers what or why, then what's stopping it from happening again? What if we forget it all? What if we lose it all once more? King sobs. And you had to make sure it wouldn't happen again. At any cost necessary. And if the universe led you on this path, then it must be what the universe wants. The universe leads. We can only follow. Oh, even if you don't agree with my methods, Bright One, I can tell you understand. No matter what, I could not let this happen again. I could not. Not to Vaugarde. Not to Vaugardians who housed me, cared for me, loved me. I do not want to forget it all. Not again. I will keep the things I love close to me. I will make sure they can keep existing so that they can be remembered forever. Oh, poor Mirabelle. That's what I thought. That was what I That was what I thought. This whole time. But, I can see that I was mistaken. You're right, Bright One. We can find another way to protect people we love. So, please, while I still can, let me change my mind. Let me help you.
Change. Mirabelle. Madame, if he truly means it, shouldn't we try? Or are we deciding that he cannot change? I can't believe that. I want to believe that even the worst person can change. Odile. Please. We have to try.
I'm with Mira and Sif.
Fine. Okay. I'll follow you, friend, but I don't know, I'll trust you all. I can't do anything anyway. Breathe out. If you can end this loop without fighting, you and the king can come to understanding.
Oh, then, Bright One, Siffrin, won't you stand next to me?
Huh?
I can bring everyone back. Make sure they all move again. We can save this country together, but I cannot break the curse on my own. Creating the curse was easy, but unraveling it asks for more power than I possess. With the help of someone else, someone who truly wishes for the curse to be lifted.
Is that how it works?
It does if someone wants it enough.
Siffrin, should I do it?
I don't want Mirabelle getting close to him.
He's really freaking me out. I feel for him, and I kind of understand where he's coming from. I don't think I would do what he did, not to those lengths, but I can understand why he came to that conclusion. Why, after everything, he feels the way he feels. I think there's something really terrifying about the thought of just being forgotten or forgetting about everything. Not an easy pill to swallow, I guess. I'll go to the king's side. If all that's needed for the curse to break is your help, you're the one who made the king change his mind. The least you can do is help. You start to walk over to the king.
Oh, Bright One. Not that bright after all.
No, why? The king froze your bodies in time. You could think and move your head still, but it's not over, but can't move. No, king, you. I can't move. Why can't I move?
Bright One, Siffrin, is this really all I needed to do to make you trust me? I just need to listen to your empty words, to tell you how sad I am, to make you think I was pathetic, to be pitied. You should have told me sooner. Killing you was like this is easier than fighting.
Huh? What? No! Everyone!
What was it you wanted me to do? Let go of my goal? Let go of my wish?
Let go of the wish that kept me going all those years? I will never let it go! Vaugarde, our country! I will make sure they're kept perfect forever!
Because... oh... I can tell, Siffrin. This isn't how it should be. I saw it all, you know. I saw the signs. The way you came in to face me, like you knew exactly what you were about to fight. The way your companions all flinched, hearing my voice, but not you. The way you knew about my home, the way you can keep it at the forefront of your mind. Like you practice as I have. Yes. Oh, I can tell, Siffrin. I should have won. I should have won long ago, but something went wrong, didn't it? Victory keeps escaping my grasp.
Siffrin, it's you, isn't it? The one who's keeping me from winning? How many times have you kept me from victory, Siffrin? Can't breathe. What is he talking about? What? I can tell. I can feel it. This scent. This overpowering sweet scent. I can taste the power of witchcraft on you. Oh. Huh? Witchcraft? I can tell, Siffrin. It's you. You're the one keeping me from total victory. You're the one keeping me from my perfect ending. If only you weren't here. But, quick death would be too easy for you. You'd just come back anyway, won't you? So, I just need to make sure that today, you learn your lesson. Ah! Bonnie! No! The king grabbed onto Bonnie. Bonnie! No! Curse you, king! Let him go! Bright one, Siffrin, look at me. You need to learn not to cross me again. I will kill this child, and your housemaid, and your fighter, and your researcher. I will kill them all, one after the other. I will kill them all now and make sure you remember. I will force you to watch, so you will learn. Bryn! Ah! The king is tightening his grip. Bonnie! No! Please, no! Come on, stupid body, move! Bonnie face! No, 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 Bonbon! None of you can move. Your whole body hurts. You can't move, but you have to do something to save Bonnie. You need to find a way to loop back somehow. You need to die, a tear, anything. Just loop back. Help me! I'm scared. Just let him go, please. Not Bonnie, please. Your stomach feels like it's caving in on itself. Curse you, king! Curse you and your whole country! Curse you and everything you stand for! You taste sugar on your tongue. Bonnie! Ah! You have to loop back. Loop back, loop back, loop back, loop back, loop back, loop back! Bryn! When you come back, Bright One, remember this. Loop back! Oh no. Ah! Stars, no, 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 no. You clutch your chest and try to catch your breath and forget. It's fine. You loop back. It's fine. It's fine. They're fine. Bonnie is fine. Looping resets everything. Everything that just happened has been erased. Everything is back to normal. Bonnie is back to normal. Just go and see them. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. You're fine. A whimper escapes you. No, you're okay. Bonnie is okay. Everyone is okay. They have to be okay. Just breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Bonnie. Bonnie is okay. You're okay. See, because of the way the loops work, they won't remember anything. They're not hurt. Everything's back to normal. There's no reason the loops will work differently this time. Just breathe and stand up and make sure. Get back to the stage. Follow the script. You have to make sure Bonnie is okay. God. Even I was falling for it too, for the briefest of moments. For what the king was saying, I mean. I thought it was pretty convincing, I guess. Oh, Bonnie. Oh, I guess I also didn't realize when I saved. I guess that was the end of Act 3. I'm sorry, I got rather distracted, I guess, from, gosh, just getting traumatized. Ugh, gosh. Poor Siffrin. I'm also kind of scared that it's like famous last words, and it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, how do I explain it? It's like, oh, everything should be fine, but now everyone's gonna be so messed up. I'm scared to leave, and I guess now's a better time than any to wrap it up for this episode, right? So I think I'll do just that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one, all right? You guys take it easy.